If you hear crackling, it is this.
I think you're far away enough that it probably won't come up.
Can you hear the crackles?
The craggle.
The
The
craggle.
most powerful object in the universe.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Place name.
Proper noun.
Erwin,
Story stuff.
whose parents were blah, 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 blah. Thus they were raised in an orphan and blah, 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 blah.
Nice name.
Really?
Proper noun backstory stuff.
Backstory stuff.
Rightio. If you guys all head to your special spot where we have the maps.
The map. The map. Sorry.
The map.
Sorry.
I actually have a question. Aylin, do you want Abby Normal to be involved in this race?
I don't know if everybody remembers, but Ellie is just vibing, like enjoying on the sidelines.
That's all kill. All chill.
All kill.
All kill.
Do you even
Yes, whatever you prefer. Like some
Bring up
jaunty
the
clown.
wood. Right thing.
Although, to be fair, still stands. I guess if you got a little golden token, Abby Normal around their shrimp legs has a little golden nugget. Because they count as part of you. So if you like, they can still be involved. But you don't have to.
Oh my
I like the
god.
Witchlight Carnival one. I think that's my favourite.
Yeah, it kind of slays. Rightio. And then
Chat again, just for everyone's reference.
Bo obviously has sat out. I need to do a freaking
Bo, don't be such a wet blanket.
what? May civilian. Has to be a civilian.
If anyone wants the music, there's some music there.
Owen's very hot friends.
Hot friends.
TT.
Very hot. Very
no. They're so slay. Like the whole friendship group is slay.
And the whole friendship group is hot.
We just show up in slow motion, like.
How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? I'm going to do it by doing this. Going to campaigns. I'm going to go to
Backstory stuff. We're gonna keep.
Backstory
You
stuff.
can't, because you'll set me off, and then I'll set Emma off, and then Emma will set everyone else off. Wait, so who's buried is intended for who?
Who knows?
I want the pink one.
You can learn about the thrones, but I need to do the recap first. You want the pink one? Does Valus probably wants the pink one? Okay.
As in his
So these are the thrones, is that what they are? Oh,
Those
I'm moving.
squares are thrones. They are not on the floor, though. I will get to this. I just need to
They're 50 feet in the air, is that correct?
add a bestie. Choose a category.
Before we did this, you know.
Sidekick.
Oh my god, the music's really loud. Sorry. I'll fix it.
Okay. Right.
Is that alright? Is that?
Summoned humanoid.
I assume that's okay.
I started to colour our chibi guys in. Oh, you can't see, it's too bright.
Abby, I love your chibis. They bring me such joy.
Oren was very hard to draw, but they were very fun. I got there in the end.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
They've now become my favourite. And I love them so much.
Squishy Baymax jelly.
They're slodgy feet.
I like the idea that Oran can become any shape they want.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to randomly choose for now this guy to be
You haven't put Zarina on the map.
I'm just picking someone to be Zarina. The token will absolutely not fit their look, but it just is going to fit for now.
It's really sad that you can't customize the tokens.
I know. Serena, oh, I feel
This
mean.
art that I have, and now who is this man?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Who
I
is
know.
this man?
It was the only one who had a vaguely similar stat block.
Serena,
I was
you
like,
look very different than when I last saw you.
this feels wrong.
Interesting look you're going for.
Serena's like, what's happened to me? I've been changed.
I was about to
But who am I? What's going on?
What could you possibly have been saying? What could you possibly have joked?
What do you mean? I look exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
This is how I've always looked.
I'm just more slay in the different light. Maybe if I make her
I sent you my joke.
an aristocrat, that might be a bit more. What if I made her an aristocrat?
Aristocrat.
Pink hair could suit her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Guys, we're just getting there. We're getting there. You know, we're all investigating these
Should have
things.
run in with Nissia.
She did.
It's not loading for me.
It's like, oh my god, your hair's so pretty. Let me just do something to it quickly.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I screamed. I killed.
Serena?
Killed her already? No,
I killed
died.
Owen.
How did I go? Ah, there I am.
There we go.
Right, okay. Apologies for that. Zarina now is there.
How
Pink
dare you.
hair.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's
A
better.
bit more slay.
A
Okay,
bit more slay.
right. Let's do
Who's
this.
this man?
So, guys, just so you know, we're on session 9, which means we're only one session away from session 10, which is the first session, which is double digits, which means something's got to happen. I don't know what will happen yet, but we'll see.
Which means we're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
No, thank you.
So, I'll do the recap. If you are ready to go.
Oui.
After a harrowing experience for all of you in the Diviner's tent, you all carry on exploring the circus with your NPC companions, Bo, Yanel, and eventually Zarina. But of course, at the previous game, Zarina had stormed off. So for the moment, you were all separate. After the previous game, Bo is sticking very close to Erwin's side, despite the fact that he's supposed to be Zarina's bodyguard.
He's doing a really bad job at that.
He's doing a really bad job. He's also discovered the region location and hasn't told anyone, which is also kind of bad. But hey, that's all good.
See it fired.
He's like, nah, Erwin's priority number 1 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Slay. We got a talent show. You make your way to the talent show where a tabaxi named Rosario encourages you all to show off your talents. He seems to have an incredibly high standards, but you all meet them nonetheless. With Erwin and Bo doing a duet, Yanel using their changeling abilities, and Valis and Ellie juggle/sharpshooting some cool things, sparklers, party poppers, etc. Kevin shit talks you a bunch, but also reveals that he has a slightly wider vocabulary than you guys initially anticipated. Briefly.
He's a talking magpie.
He's a talking magpie. He doesn't just swear. He just swears for fun. You guys briefly reunite with Derek to pick up Oran, and you find out that pardon me, knocked my book. You find out that Roland has passed out from eating too much pie, and you also learn a little bit more about Yosef, the missing circus employee, and he shows you his portrait. Your last stop of the night before the final performance is the minecart ride, which shows you your greatest fear. And guys, I need to apologize because I made a mistake. In the minecart ride, the trade-off for facing your fears was supposed to be a charisma boon, and I didn't make you do any of the things to give you a charisma boon. So Poggies,
can you give us inspiration?
I'm going to give Valis and Ellie both inspiration, which you can use as you wish. That'll last however you like. Use it however you wish. Inspiration. But that was my mistake, and I apologize. So after this, yes, you guys go to the minecart ride, which shows you your greatest fear. It all starts out normal enough, but quickly devolves into a parade of your most personal fears. Valis experiences a sleep attack on the ride and is taken off to the medical tent by his magical teleporting ring disability aid. Here he meets a strange interloper named Drift. He lets Valis know that he can help him regain control over his circumstances, and proves it by making Bo quieten down when he won't stop yapping at Valis. Valis wanted to test the limits of this power. You reach out to Malik, who we all know physically assaulted him at the bar the previous night. by smashing a tankard over his head and throwing him against the bar counter, though only Ellie and Erwin saw that other than the mask members. So I guess Oran and Yanel are in the dark on that regard. You guys round off the night with golden tokens in hand by heading over to the big top tent. There you are surprised to see Zarina, who has not one, but two golden tokens waiting for you. You witness a parade of clowns, all dressed as historical figures or deities. You see amongst them Baal, Bane, and Merkel. You see other figures from history, the Messian kings, a grand mage who you remember is from the time before the time of dragons. You see a whole host of figures. The ringmaster descends and tells you all that the circus is not just a circus. The circus is meant to entertain the gods. And with that, he invites all those with golden tokens to fight for the best seats in the house, the thrones of the gods, out of which there are only 4, but 5 have stood to test whether or not they can make it to those thrones. So, with that in mind, the lights dim, a hush falls over a crowd, and you make your way into the center stage. The moment all five of you have taken your place on the stage, there's a as fire bursts up around you. The clowns all withdraw to the edges of the arena, and the the ringmaster jumps down from his hoop and lands delicately on the tightrope. Balancing his way across, he walks from one end to the other, allowing you to see the full spread of this arena. As you can see, on one side beyond the fire, you see, holding up the tightrope, ladders. One on the left and one on the right. You see 2 other stages, which are slightly higher. You also see ropes holding up the edges of the tent fabric itself, making the covering. I moved it around, sorry. You see around one side a cannon, which looks big enough perhaps to hold a person. You also remember, I'm just going to give you guys this in case it crosses your mind or you've forgotten, that there were some clowns in the roster who, when you touched them or they booped you, were able to make you levitate for a brief time. So, with all that in mind, there are plenty of options on how to get up there. The thrones themselves are 40 feet in the air. The tightrope is 45 feet in the air. So you get the impression if you make it to the center of that tightrope and jump down, you could potentially land on a throne. If you get a clown to boop you up there, you might be able to get on a throne. It depends on how long you've been able to float for. But, if you want to get there real fast, cannon up there, I'm just saying probably the most risky option, but it's also there. And you can do anything else you want as well. So, everyone, it's up to you now. The only thing you can't do is cause injury to the circus workers here. And the ringmaster says as much as he says, "The rules are simple. First ones to collect their thrones are crowned monarchs of tonight's circus. And be mindful not to cause harm to anyone here. Otherwise, you never know what retribution may swiftly come your way. Good luck! And carry on to the gods." And I need everybody to roll me initiative, please. Okay?
Oh, man.
Dum da dum da 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 dum da dum.
What is that?
Ba bum. That's me.
I found something in my dice thing that doesn't
Which
belong.
one do I use?
What one do I use? And obviously, Ellie, you don't have to roll initiative, but if you do want to help anyone with anything, feel free to roll initiative just so you can do that if you want to.
Oh, man, he's got 9 plus 9
Sick.
initiative.
Thank you, Anna.
24.
Brilliant.
6.
Oh, shit. Ah, shit, bruh.
Abby rolling bad is never going away. Sometimes it's alright.
Have I done the map with you guys? I have done the map.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
The map, sorry.
The map up
I'm
there.
Put everyone off. Trying.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. There's 5 of us. And
It's a Starian.
Starry boy.
he's the goose who's on the loose.
Oh,
And
And Housen. I want to.
No,
I'm going to Starian run.
Freaking cuties.
Housen. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Feel strong.
Navi.
Yes. It's so slay.
I will say my best.
I want to do a House Starian run.
Yes. I actually started one.
Woo!
Raiders scenes. The only thing is you don't get to hear Neil's voice as much.
That's true. That's the thing that made it most difficult. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No clever quips.
Mm-hmm.
No sassy comeback.
To be fair, I've gotten so many because I've done so many runs now. I've heard
You hear it anyway.
Okay, so
Most of lines with the evil one. Semi-evil run with just him as my companion. He got the most unique dialogue. It was fun.
Cool.
Amazing.
Not evil, selfish run. I just didn't help anyone.
He's not evil, he's just selfish.
He was just hungry. I made the decision that his main incentive in the entire game was to find food. So he didn't care about anything else. He just wanted to open all the crates, all the barrels, and find food, and then leave.
So good.
Have you dropped the crush on him yet?
No, I haven't.
You've got it. It's so funny.
I haven't done that yet. I have done the mace quest though, so maybe I can find the save for that and do go back.
Okay, can I have
right there?
right there?
I better idea how much that hurt.
Right, okay, so clowns all get the same image. No, they shouldn't all get the
Wait,
same
are the
image.
clowns
Apparently,
called
there's a limit.
Oh, no.
Emma? Are we getting attacked by clowns?
Clone.
I was like, ah!
I quit.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm going back to the stands. Goodbye.
I'm done.
Oh, you have my drink. Let's go.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm
elephant.
scared now.
I didn't say elephant. You guys are going to find out soon enough. Right.
No.
Orran got a 17 on the dice. Orwen, 6. Ellie is sticking out. Minus 15. How's that even possible? Yanel. 15. Valas. What did you roll?
24.
Alas.
Thick, bruh. That's so thick, bruh. Zarina. 10 plus 2, 12. Okay. Sickening. So, okay, as you guys prepare yourselves for this dash to the thrones, I'm just going to describe to you one more thing. You have a 5-foot tall wall of fire around you. It is 5 foot tall on all sides and then 5 foot wide in a ring. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at the map. It is sort of indicated by the squares that it is roughly 5 feet. There is obviously an effect which makes it look taller on one side, but it's 5 feet by 5 feet. You see there are some cages at the bottom here. They actually don't have animals in, they have clowns. They have clowns.
Monsters.
All squished themselves into all like 16 of the clowns that were like dotted around have started squishing themselves into the cages, though a couple of them stay out. These clowns look interesting. One of them is particularly short, has a sort of long red headdress on and a distinctly goblinish face. He has pale skin and massive red pointy shoes with bells on the tips. And when he walks, that's how he walks. That's how he walks. And there's another one as well, who seems to be holding some kind of water gun.
No.
He is wearing a red cowboy hat. He has frizzy white hair, a painted smile, big booties, and a tunic on, with a little bum flap which is open and shows a pair of spotted breeches underneath. That's just 2 of the 3 or so clowns you see who are stuck out. The other clown that is stuck out is one of the clowns that was performing originally in the sort of parade of deities and historical figures. And this clown is the clown that was dressed as Baal. The Baal clown is like a masquerade version of what you would know in Baldur's Gate 3 fans to be the Slayer form. So it's like a cute-seed version of the face, and the body is just like as a clown mask, and then the body is made up of like clown suit material that kind of is billowing up, like one of those guys outside of a. So it's like the strangest Baal thing ever. And those are the 3 things that you see. Valis is in the toilet.
I'm coming. Give me 2 seconds.
So you guys can figure out how it is you want to go about this race.
I heard the cats knock something on the ground just then.
Ignore it. Didn't happen.
I knocked my dice on the ground.
Ah.
Where's my
Right.
dice? No, wait. My D20's gone. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's fine. It's safe. We're all good. It's fine. Okay. Sorry, did you say we started the initiative?
Yep, you are starting now.
Right. Oh my god, I don't like the elephant, Emma.
An
Oh,
elephant. Displace
Don't
the
worry.
elephant. Displace the beast elephant.
Just
How
making
high
sure
up
it's in there.
is The
40 feet up.
right.
I've
Let's try
I've
something.
drawn it to scale. Here's where we are. Here's the thrones and here's the tightrope.
Slay.
Mm.
So we're not on the tightrope. We're
You guys are
On the
underneath it on the floor.
okay.
I would have thought, I was thinking, oh, maybe I could do something with like rope. Maybe we could like fix rope to a certain point or something like that. I don't have rope in my inventory.
You guys all have rope. You all have 20 feet of rope.
Okay, right. 20 feet. Okay.
We all have rope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like rope is just. Why wouldn't you have rope?
Okay. Cool. That changes what I'm going to do.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Okay. I had 2 options. I think this is probably a better option. I would like to take out Killjoy, the sniper's rifle.
Okay.
I would like to take one of the sniper bullets, but pop the center of the casing out. Take the rope, and ideally thread it through the casing.
Okay. I think you could do that.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't know how many actions this is gonna. This is gonna be a whole action to do.
Well, these are kind of. It's more like chase rules where you describe to me what you want to do,
Okay.
and then I give you a check.
Right. I would like to basically shoot the rope up into one of the thrones and climb it.
Okay, sick. That's not a terrible idea. Okay,
It's not a terrible idea, Valis.
I like it.
That wasn't bad. Well done.
Wasn't bad at all, darling.
I'm impressed.
Okay, fab. All right, so
So I'm guessing it'll be one like.
I'm
it would take
thinking-
my whole action. to
yeah,
do this.
I'm thinking this is probably either Tinker's Tools,
Yep.
or a sort of maybe a dexterity check of some description. But I'm thinking maybe the Tinker's Tools because this is sort of you inventing-ish
So is that
something.
a skill check?
That is a skill check, so you can use them as an action. And
Add
I'll
proficiency.
roll because you have proficiency. You're going to roll Dex and add your proficiency modifier.
Roll dex and add proficiency.
Yeah, so you add your Dex and your proficiency.
I can certainly do this for you.
Thank you, my darling. My darling.
16.
Get me out of here.
18.
Okay, fab. So with an 18, you manage to slip the rope through and tighten it on the other end. It's quite thick, so you get the impression for this to work, it's got to work fast.
Okay.
You maybe have 2 turns to get as high as you can. Dashing, you should be able to do it, but if anything comes in the way of that, it's going to be a problem.
Also, you're going to let me start climbing.
Not right now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No.
That's a lot.
Darling, no.
Yeah.
Perfect, but that's all good. With that in mind, you guys see one of the circus workers, an animal handler, release the sort of like rope on what appears to be an elephant who's all dressed up in sparkly gear with bells around its neck, and it goes and flops its ears and starts running in rings around the thingy the arena. The fire.
Yeah.
It's gonna just go around here. 3, 4, and then it's going to stay around here. Just so you all know, this is a huge creature, which means it is about 15 feet tall for anyone who may need to use it. Okay, next up in the order then, we have Le Sac Oran Outrom.
Lysa Oran Utrum. I think
Slay King.
The first word is eluding me. I do realize that I have performance of creation, which means that I can create an item that's medium or smaller. And I am wondering, I should have looked this up before because the thought did occur to me, and then I forgot it. I don't think I can very quickly check the equipment for things that are medium or smaller that would be helpful.
Okay.
A ladder.
You could make a step ladder.
10 feet.
Maybe you think that might not be the best.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Oh shit. If we all have rope, another idea I have.
You could make a what's it called? A carabiner. Climbing gear. Climbing harness. If you want to go across the tightrope on a harness rather than walking across it, which would be infinitely harder.
Oh.
It would mean you're probably sticking to the rope climbing plan, but it might be a good choice to start you off with, and then you could move towards the ladder.
Trampoline.
You could create a trampoline.
Oh shit! Really?
Ooh.
That's like one of those little ones. You could create a trampoline.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I did zone out a bit with Valus's shooting up.
Yeah, he's real worked up.
Well.
Is the rope like? Is it like it's kind of?
Which of the thrones did you hit, Valus?
The pink one.
Of course. Right,
is it lodged in kind of thing?
Did you didn't make me roll to hit though? So,
that's probably true. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, and I should have done that.
8, so unless I really fuck it up.
Me to sneeze now, but I mustn't.
9 plus 8 is 17.
Can't do it. Damn it. 9 plus 8 is 17. Okay.
I do have inspiration, but I think 17 I'm quite happy with.
That's fair. I think 17, you go, and it manages to sort of like embed deep enough that you know it will hold. And you tug it a little bit to make sure that's the case. Okay.
All right. Very good. I cannot see trampoline as an item. I can double check if that's a thing that I can make.
Anna, just do it. Just do it. It's fun.
Just do it.
All right. I'll give that a go then. I will do my performance of creation. It's an action. It lasts for 2 hours. If it can be worth up to 60 gold, then can it be a very good trampoline, even though it can only be medium?
Yes.
Medium size. All right.
It can be really good.
They sort of look at the ground, step back a bit, and like look at the tightrope and the thrones, and Sort of like, jump for my love, jumping.
Your lights start flashing a little bit, just
Yeah.
it's so slow, and the crowd goes, "Yeah, trampoline on the fire!" And then there's one guy in the crowd who's like, "I've seen bigger trampolines," and the ringmaster's like, "I thought we got rid of him. Get him out!" And the heckler can never be found. So-
And then graciously they sort of extend a limb and sort of to the others here, just like, please feel free to use, you know.
Oh my god, amazing! I'll allow you to start jumping on it to build some momentum if you'd like.
Yes, and every
just
time your
start-
feet touch it, you hear a faint thing of sound. You hear a faint thing of music. In fact, I think you hear that song that I can't remember the exact name of, but the one I started singing. Yeah.
Yes. Slay. Okay, fantastic. Well, if that is your turn, in the next round, you see one of the clowns step forward with the water gun. And he cocks it and goes and starts blowing bubbles, all covering the space above you. They don't burst in the heat. They almost seem to bounce up and like kind of be guided up and down by it. And you notice one of them starts to kind of like drift and fall slightly. Or one layer of them, I'd say, because they are quite a big spray. Now, let me draw some bubbles for you.
That's a really big bubble.
20 feet.
Big bubble.
This is a ring of bubbles. A swathe of bubbles, you could say.
Are they just normal bubbles?
Never.
Are they just normal bubbles? Oh god, everybody make me Constitution saving throws.
No.
Really? Oh,
Oh.
damn. Are they alcoholic?
You can use my
Does that
inspiration.
mean I get to reroll?
It means you get to reroll.
Oh, what is it? Constitution?
Mm-hmm. Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh, you can't bloody see it.
Does
Sorry.
that include
That
people
is
in
also-
stands?
Oh, natural 20.
Am I allowed to give you another option? Because I, again, don't read my notes.
Okay.
I give you all the option to, if you would like to, prefer to use a dex check
Yes, I would.
to avoid
I
them.
would.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Can-
15.
15, Osley.
I was
Good.
15 at the
15, Osley. And natural 20. And then
Needs
Ellie is watching from the sidelines. Ellie, a little tiny bubble comes and goes pop on your face. But it
and
has
knocks you out.
no harmful effect. It's just whimsical. And a vendor comes around with some popcorn, passes it to you. And it's the kind of popcorn that's got like M&Ms and strange things in it that you can add. Yes. All right. So for everybody pretty much is all right. Those who chose to dex avoid, you managed to sort of like jump out of the way of a couple of the bubbles. In doing so, you lose 5 feet of movement for your next round.
Oh, you didn't tell us that.
No. That's part of the. My bubbles. I'm going to have to move the bubbles to move you.
My bubble.
To represent that, I'm going to move you all 5 feet away from the thrones. Yanel also tried to use dex, and so did Zarina. That's all. Okay, fabulous. For those who conned, Oran, with a natural 20, you get the faint aroma of soap. And nothing happens. For Erwen, who also conned, rather than losing 5 feet of movement.
Is this when the bubbles touch us?
When the bubbles touch us, one of them bursts on your face. And you take... Where is it? Mm-hmm. 3 points of cold damage.
Oh.
Rude.
As you feel a burst of cold air, and knock you back slightly.
Oh,
The clown, after doing this, goes "Brr, brr," and then
I was like, I fucking hate plans.
"Brr, brr," and then
I'm going to kill a clown.
walks around. What does he want to do? Oh, did you know the squeaking of his shoes can be heard from a range of 30 feet?
At least we already know where he is.
That's really true. He is going to pick at random one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a reroll. In this order. 1, 2, Valis. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's actually really funny because we're scared of clowns. He's going to use his.
The clown coming, he's like, no.
He's going to use his pie to the face cantrip on you.
I was like, the joke's on you. I'm into that.
13.
No.
No. Okay, you get some cream on the face. It's blueberry.
No.
And then it just sort of falls off your face. You are not blinded and you take no damage. Alrighty, that is the clown's turn. Next in the order.
That was quite rude.
Quite rude. You're a clown. You are creamed. No. Next to the order.
It's so easy for him.
I know. I keep moving my bubbles. Next in the order is Yanel.
Valis is just enjoying himself.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
He's like, this is great. I love this actually.
I love this, actually. If it wasn't a clown, I'd be in heaven right now.
Annoyingly, they were going to turn into something that had a 35 feet walking speed, but now they've lost to 5 feet. That is quite a bit, not useful at all. So instead, they're going to cast guidance of themselves and then try and start climbing Valis's rope. Considering it is there and they don't have any other way to get up here. So they're going to make a dexterity check with guidance.
Would they use
Maybe it'd be
trampoline?
acrobatics, wouldn't it? Do you think climbing a rope is more acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Yes.
Unless they're like doing like acrobatics.
They're doing the most.
But I don't think they can do that.
No, they can't do that. They do have their tail, but that isn't necessarily going to happen.
Athletics would be like the strength, I guess.
Okay, that's 19 plus acrobats plus 2 athletics plus 1. So they got a 20. So they start climbing. Oh my god, I've never wanted to get near a throne so much in my entire life.
Go, princess, go.
And they get about 15 feet up, as it is a half movement situation. And they use their action to cast guidance, so they can't get any further than that. That is Yanel's turn. Next up, we have, oh my god, you would never guess, it's another fucking clown. This clown is going to raise his hand towards, it's only fair to knock Valis off of the list for this one. Roll a d4.
I don't mind.
1, it is Erwin. I use maybe a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom.
Can I bardic
Ooh, that's
that?
good. Right.
They have a what you might affectionately call a water balloon in their hand that has a spell sigil on it. They go and very comically throw it at you. What did you roll?
22.
Oh, slay, darling!
Bitch. +4 on my wisdom.
Oh, amazing. It shows they don't know what classes you are, so it makes complete sense that he would do this.
Wait.
Da-da-da.
Bitch.
Let's see.
Grog is like, yeah. Oh, look at his butt.
Perfect. Okay, you do not get polymorphed into a sheep.
Oh my god. Good.
Okay, bonus action pie. Feeling frustrated about the fact that you did not polymorph into a sheep. Pie to the face. 12 plus. Where's my? I keep missing my pie sheet.
Is this to hit me?
Yes.
Yeah, they hit me.
Oh, okay, Slay. I forget you're wearing a corset and sparkly bra. So pie to the face. Blinded.
Oh,
Blinded?
This is the little one with the weird red cap.
shut up, Mickey Mouse.
And big bells on his shoes.
The goblin.
And he starts dancing around and flopping his arms in the air, mimicking the Baal clown, who stands ominously in the corner like...
Was the ball clown the one that hit me?
No, the other one, the one with the red hat, was the one who hit you. Do you guys want to see them?
I don't know. Do I?
Oh yeah.
The answer's probably no, but I'm going to show you anyway.
The initial clowns that you described, they sounded like they were a bit sort of ephemeral in that like ballooning sort of bodies, masks sort of thing. But there are kind of like physical.
There are also these clowns.
Oh yes.
They
So
are
these are
terrifying.
the clowns who are taking part. The ephemeral balloon clowns, except for the ball clown, are all in the cages now. It seems to be where they live.
Why?
They're all writhing like maggots to get out of the cages.
Oh my god.
Guys, you don't want to know what's in the clown suits. It's crazy. Anyway.
Why did we go to the circus?
Because the circus is fun, friends. The circus is fun. Alrighty, so Yanel needs to move. Sorry, I didn't move them.
Run, you now.
Okay. Alrighty, so with that is the clown. You are blinded and you take, this is going to be hard for you because you're a wizard.
Oh, no. Christ.
Oh, 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Non-lethal. Non-lethal. You need to use an action or a bonus action. You can choose to wipe the cream from your face if you want to be unblinded by this. Okay, next up in the order, we have, who is it? Oh, it's Zarina. Of course it is. She looks over at you, Erwin, and goes, how unfortunate. And she is going to run over, jumping, taking a leap over the flames. Dexterity check. 14. I think that's going to be not quite enough. She takes 1 point of fire damage as she goes. The bottom of her hair is slightly singed. It looks like it's got a little black dip dye going on at the moment. And she makes her way over the flame.
Hot.
Oh no, it's hot.
That's hot. No.
Erwin, like, oh my god.
She's just like, oh, okay.
5, 10.
I didn't start the fire.
15, 20, 25. So I'm going to say with a dash action, getting all the way over here.
Dashing all the way.
Dashing all the way.
Single bell.
That's not the. Is that the line? No, it isn't.
Ladders
Dashing
are
through the fire.
go to the edges of the go to the edges of
Are they all
the
the way over here?
yeah, they're all the way over the edges. It seems to be what Serena's going for. She is going to touch her chest, and you see her kind of body glow with an ephemeral sort of almost deity-like holy light, and she is able to move an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 feet as a bonus action. Okay, that is her turn, literally done. She's just running for a ladder. Next up then in the order is Erwin Forsberg. How are you getting up there? Forsberg.
You have the trampoline. We could bounce together.
Should a trampoline? Oh.
Don't remember the bar. Remember the ball clown was the one who could levitate you. So if you do want to levitate and trampo, some things shouldn't be incorporated.
Where is the ball clown?
The ball clown. I should have put him on the map.
Yeah, where is he?
I keep moving the bubbles when I mean to move the map, guys. It's because annoyingly the clowns I don't have because I bought this book for $57.99. I didn't get them on D&D Beyond for the same price. Physical book.
You should be able to put in like I have the book, like a code or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Why is there no
Yeah.
code?
That's so dumb.
It is dumb.
I have the book.
Right, hang on. I've just got to add them. This is very frustrating. Sorry, guys. This is my error. Let me just see if I can add them this way. I wonder if I can do summoned space clan.
If this is from Tasha's, do you, through Aylin's content sharing, would you not be able to access that?
I'm not sure. Don't worry. It's not that bad. Ball clown.
If they're not appearing.
There you go. Okay, fab. Right, I think now I'll be able to add them to the sheet. This is my workaround that I figured out. Hopefully.
Thank you for doing workarounds.
Another large man.
Let's see. Yes. 1, 2.
Ah,
Because-
scary.
oh, hi. Hello.
Oh my god, that face. Ah!
1.
Oh.
I think to be able to hit Erwin, it should be here. 2. And then
I'm not a fan of these clowns, man.
the bald clown, for whatever reason, I've decided is next to the cannon.
Whatever.
There we go.
Can I ask the clown to make me levitate? Is that something?
You can do, yeah. Call out to the clown.
Will it?
Call to the clown.
Hey, mister.
mister.
Where's this trampoline on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the ground.
This is my bald clown impression.
Okay, I was like, excuse me, bald clown. Clown that looks like a layer thing.
You hear the clown go, oh.
Yes, what a lovely face you have. Yes, that was beautiful. Would you be able to do me a favour and help me levitate up to that rope?
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage, and I'm not going to tell you why.
Oh no, why?
Because
Tell
you're so
me why.
oh, darling.
Darling, please, would you please? Persuasion. Okay. I can't find it. There it's cool. That's 12. 21.
21.
Ah,
Bald clown immediately goes.
thank you for advantage.
As part of their movement, I think they're going to load themselves in the cannon to come over to you. And actually, I think they go straight after you. Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to say as part of your turn, just because this is more of a chase situation than an action bonus actions thing, with the exception of the clowns. It's going to go. There's a little hole in it that starts deflating one of its arms. It lands here next to you. It's like right in front of you. Goes like face to face, eye to eye, pressing fast against your nose. And you slowly feel your body start to go, and you start levitating. Now, you remember last time this levitation lasted around 6 seconds, which is approximately 1 turn. So if you want to levitate, you're levitating 20 feet. If you want to trampoline jump levitate in your next turn to try and get to the throne in one go, I will allow this. The check will be very high, but I think if you want to try
Oh my
it,
god.
it could be a nice all or nothing situation.
I mean, if you fail and you're above the trampoline, you'll just continue to trampoline. So
It's so true. You can only go up and then down and then up a bit more, but not as high, and then down and then up a bit more, but not as anyway. Next in the order, after the spooky clown gives you the space jumpiness, is the horse. It goes and then I don't know why I put a horse in there. It just felt circusy to have animals. Zalis, it is your go.
I wonder. 5, hold on. 5, 10, 15. Vaz will use his action to cast spider climb on himself using his spider blades.
Amazing. Yeah, of course. Okay.
And then he will use his movement, which I believe is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Just checking. To jump over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get. Can I climb over,
You can. You guys can be like.
He climbs over,
Excuse me. Sorry, Matt. Excuse me. Thanks.
You hear Serena yell, "It's not very gracious, Valis." That sounded more like it. It's not very gracious, Valis.
Yeah, at least my hair's not singed.
Okay, so Valis is pretty good. You're as close. You're closer than most to that pink throne. Now, next up, then in the order, if that's everything you want to do, the elephant is going to run this way. Brump tramples that Ball Clown. No, that's not Ball Clown. Why did I move Space Clown instead of Ball Clown? Excuse me, guys. I made an error. Tramples the Space Clown with the bazooka. Space Clown is going to take...
Oh, God.
Mhm.
But we're part of the same family. We're all friends in the circus.
26 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh my
and
God,
is
I don't know
knocked
if
prone.
anyone's seen that episode of Ito Juji with the circus where everyone just keeps dying.
And the
It's
clown
not
falls
my
straight on his
name.
back and starts like twitching a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
But it's Bubble Bazooka starts to like kind of like roll away from him.
that's good.
It's still alive, but the quality of life,
I
you
feel
know,
like
it's
you
really
could
you're really starting to
Oh
question.
no.
You could definitely sue. As that clown though begins to clearly is out of commission, one of the circus handlers pops open another one of the cages, and one of the other clowns starts like
They're like the
blobbling out.
house-moving castle blob things.
They really are like that.
Yeah.
And another more superior clown emerges. I'm going to read the same token, but I'm going to say it's probably from this side now. The clown over there is just out of commission. The bubble blower is still there. Don't tell Elena.
Okay.
Anyway, next up in the order we have Oran.
I would love to get on the trampoline and become an extremely aerodynamic shape once I've bounced a few times. I don't know how long this will take, but like
Okay. We
I do want to.
Okay.
I want to be sort of like starting to build height, and then like I think like on my just maybe getting rid of the legs and like having the mass trying to have all the center of mass work out so that like it's really
You want to basically be a pin, like a pin that goes and overshoots the thrones essentially and lands onto one of them sloppily like a little jelly.
I mean, if I could manage to get that high, that'd be very impressive. I just want to get as high as I can.
What's your strength score?
My strength score is 14.
14.
Plus
Okay,
2.
with a 4, and that's a +2. Let me think.
I do have advantage. Why do I have advantage on athletics? Why? Oh no, sorry, it's to initiate a grapple. No, okay, I just have.
Okay.
All right. I could roll regular athletics, or if it's more acrobatics, I could roll acrobatics.
Okay, when you make a long-standing jump.
Oh, sorry to have you.
Not speed. It's not pace. Jumping. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear, the jump costs a foot of movement. This rule assumes the height of your jump doesn't matter, such as a jump up a stream or a chasm. At the GM's option, you may succeed a DC 10 strength athletics check to clear a low obstacle no taller than a quarter of the jump's distance, such as a hedge or a low wall, otherwise you hit it. When you land in difficult terrain, you must succeed a dexterity acrobatic check. High jump. When you attempt to make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet immediately before, when you make a standing high jump, you move only half that distance. You can extend your arms half height above your starting the jump, thus you can reach distance equal to. Okay. All right, how tall are you? Let me rephrase. How tall can you be?
Look,
given that a large becomes large at 6'9" ish.
Because I'm carrying equipment, I can't get as thin as I can get, which is 1 inch. Which I imagine if
jelly arm.
I think I imagine if I were to get that thin, then I'd be really tall. But I don't think that's very conducive to jumping. And also, I've got equipment, so I can't do that without dropping it.
Give me a number. 6'8".
maybe more like 6. I don't know.
6 foot. Okay, that's fine. 6 foot is fine. You lift up your arms. If you have arms, and I'm saying that's about 6'6". Okay, so with that in mind, this is what I think. Make me an athletics check, please.
That is a 19.
19. Okay, so the way I see it is this. You are jumping on the trampoline and gaining momentum. I'm going to say that you have enough momentum jumping. How high can you jump on a trampoline? How high can you jump on trampoline? Guys, I'm really thinking about this.
You're really thinking.
It'll depend on the mass of the being and the size of the trampoline and the elasticity and...
Averagely 5 feet. 5 feet, okay, is how high you can jump on a trampoline, roughly, I think. So, sorry, that should have been an acrobatics check because you're jumping. So, what is your... Sorry, acrobatics.
If that was acrobatics instead, that would be 18.
18. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're jumping. You've got about 5 feet of airtime. You can then jump an additional 11 feet on top of that, because I'm saying I'm going to put 5 feet of airtime with the extra tension from the trampoline. DM science counts as 10 feet of a long jump, I've decided. So you get a little something extra. It's not enough though to reach the thrones. It's not 40 feet. You've got about 17 feet. You're almost halfway there. You need a little extra boost to get up to the top. What do you do?
The ball clown.
Oh,
I think I will have to kindly ask if I could have some assistance as well. That'd be splendid.
okay. You say as you jump on the low bit.
It's like
I'm
watching
going
Mother.
to say, okay, for the sakes of this, I think that because you have been jumping, you've not really done anything to secure progression yet. So I'm going to allow you to make a persuasion check in this turn as well. So roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, great. Thank you. Persuasion. That's only a 14.
14. You'll have to wait until the ball clown's turn to see whether he helps you or not.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next up in the order is Space Clown, who was sadly departed from this mortal coil by the elephant.
No, he wasn't killed.
He was just brutally maimed.
He's gone to the
He's gone to the medical tent to be healed by the big man. The big man.
Sorry, I'm sure Drift's waiting for him.
Okay, but luckily there's a replacement Space Clown who is going to start running up and runs through the fire completely unaffected by it. He then clambers up to the stage and he pulls out what appears to be a balloon sword and flourishes it at you.
What is it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to climb up onto the thing without moving. 30 branches it at you, Oran and Erwen. Okay. Next up after this, it's not a foam sword. No. Yanel is like, shit! I'm gonna make it! And is like, oh god, I've just got to climb over Valis.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 19 on the dice with a 21. Yanel goes, sorry, Valis! And then their bum hits you in the cheek.
I'm not complaining.
They slap you with their tail. 5. And they make it up to the pink throne.
He beams at them because he did intend for Yanel to take the shortcut.
Yanel's like, sick! But I forgot about something. Just one moment.
No.
The bubbles.
Don't ruin Yanel's day.
Wait, I forgot about the bubbles.
Yanel deserves
Bubbles!
I did forget about the bubbles. It's only fair that I remember the bubbles are there.
No! They all popped. Oh,
Con
no.
save,
No.
because there's no way they can dex save on the rope. 8 plus. They have some bonuses. to some things.
Can't imagine their corners.
And as they reach the throne, bang, they fall to their doom.
Yep, you bet.
Dramatic
And
ending.
they're going to take. Don't worry, it's all right. 4 points, ouch, of cold damage.
Ow.
And then go, I'm a Messiah, and how am I taking cold damage? And they are on 11 out of
Why are they on
Out of
11 HP?
because I don't remember, they lost something. They lost
That's a huge amount. What is their full HP?
18.
Mine's 28. I think your D&D Beyond has
Done the weird thing.
done that weird thing where it doesn't give you enough HP.
That's chill, don't worry, I'll sort it out later. Oh shit, I'm not on death saves actually. On 11.
Yeah, everyone keep an eye on their D&D Beyond HP because it's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. Okay, well, we'll change that later. But despite that setback, Pink Throne. The same. Okay, next up in the order, you have... Actually, as they sit down in the throne, you hear the ringmaster go, "Brava! The underdog takes the seat." And you're like, do I look that helpless? Next up, you hear a clown go, and you hear as a balloon flies through the air towards Zarina. No. No. Oh, no, that's a 15. I thought it was a natural one. The balloon goes and lands right over her head, and she's like, no thanks. Not a shit. No thanks. And it is her turn. She is going to use her movement to climb, dash to the top of the ladder. Bonus action. She's already used an extra 5 feet to get to the top of the ladder. Stepping onto the tightrope. So, tightrope is a acrobatics check with a ridiculous DC. That's cocked. Oh. I didn't actually think this through. That's going to be 46. You see the moment she steps on it, she overbalances on one side and just falls off the tightrope.
Oh my god.
That's 45 feet.
Can I jump
Land
in
on the
with a
trampoline.
reaction?
You may if you want to.
I'll jump in with a reaction to cast Featherfall.
She's like, fuck! And then flies like a feather and lands. I'm just going to say lands right beside you, Ophelia.
Failure.
What the hell? And you know what? Zarina is powerful. Zarina is beautiful. But she is a strength-based fighter, and dexterity, especially in with her build, is not her strength. So she is back on the ground, looking to be in last place of this race, despite the fact she went probably the most sensible route, if you had to pick one. Next up, Erwin.
Always got to cut corners.
Yeah, you got to cheat to get in this game. Erwin, you are levitating. You're levitating up. You're going to need to do a little bit more if you want to make it.
Can I control my levitating, or am I just like...
And indeed.
Okay.
You can swim through the air.
Just
If you wanted to have some of the trampoline as help, like as Oron is not currently levitating, they're like a huge, like they're like a thing of mass that's like maintaining a height. If you wanted to, I could reach my arms out and grab you and like bring you down and then like try and throw you up.
Oh, are you guys gonna work together to get to the thrones?
I mean, I can help send you up there. So like in that 6 seconds, like if you wanted help to like, I think with the levitating and the height that Oran's getting to, I think you'd hopefully be able to
Okay, you
reach
guys,
something.
let's do that.
you guys can link hands as you levitate up. Brum! higher and higher and higher and higher. You know what? You're both gonna make it. So I'm just gonna riff off this one. You both need to make me Constitution saves.
Okay.
Which dice is being nice to me today?
Bile Clown waves at you as you all go, as you float up through the cold bubbles. Yeah.
17.
17, perfect. Yeah. You kind of like blind, because you've still got a bit of cream in your eyes. You kind of blindly reach out for
Yeah, I'm still blind.
Yeah. But you can use a bonus action to just wipe in, and you kind of like bounce once, twice, 3 times, and you fly all the way up above the arena, above the fire, even above the tightrope.
Whoa.
And swimming, you guys claim your thrones. So,
I only got a 14 on that con.
Oh wait, hang on a minute. No, 14 is okay. Last time you got 15.
Last time I got 20.
Oh yeah. Sorry, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
4 points of
I'm
cold
fine.
damage, darling.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so you guys, you may pick which thrones you want to go on, if you wish.
Blau. I want the Blau.
Blaufraun.
Blau Frauen. Sorry, I didn't let you choose. Blue.
That's all right.
Oren, I can make your throne like a bluish grey, if you like.
Ah.
Yes, I will take that bluish grey. Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Yay.
Right.
Teamwork.
I'm going to just kick us through to the end. The ringmaster sets off another round of applause. Spotlights fall. Yanel, Eowyn, Oren. And you hear him say, "And I think I know who's next." Valis. The horse goes,
Can I
and the clown goes, meh. And then
Can
it's your
I
turn.
crawl up and instead of going to my throne, jump and land in Yanel's lap? Just like, ta-da!
Ta-da! We didn't even need the extra. Yanel just
We
kind
can
of
share a throne.
I'm sure she'll get up here eventually.
Oh no. Zarina, hearing that, just crosses her arms and sits dejectedly down on the wooden sort of like arena side near you. Ellie, Bo hesitantly looks as if he might pat her on the back and thinks better of it. And well done, guys. You have made it up to the thrones. Yay! And as a reward, because I will remember to give this out now, on your heads, as the ringmaster flourishes his hand out to you, you see little crowns begin to sort of weave themselves out of little embers, the fairy lights that have been illuminating this tent. The fire dies down to a low kind of sizzle, and you look up at each other, and you can see the crowns have corresponding sort of like holy symbols for different deities on them. Because obviously the what's it called? The circus is here to oh my god, why can't I speak? Sorry. Entertain the gods. And you recognize some of these crowns, some of these symbols, holy symbols. Make me history checks or religion checks. I'll allow both.
Can I make Yanel do my check for me?
Yeah, of course you can.
Oh, my history's better.
I will make religion.
Okay, let's just do.
That's... This dice is being nice today. Thank you. My Erwin dice. My sparkly boy.
Okay. Alrighty. You guys let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, so one moment. Damn it, sorry. My computer is really struggling. Don't know why. I think it's because I've got the encounter open. I'm going to close that. I will also, you guys can keep looking at the map, but I'm going to close the map so that it can calm down slightly.
I think I hear your computer fan.
Oh no, really? Oh, that's not good. Let's close Google Chrome. Let's close this.
Google Chrome does
Close this.
suck up a lot of
Close.
RAM.
I got my Labby pen working again.
Oh, honey.
It's been months.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't give that food.
Okay, let's stop this now. Okay, fantastic. Right, that's what I thought. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay, so you guys look around, and Valis is gone. Erwin, what did you roll, please?
Oh, I'm glad I didn't move it because I forgot. 24.
24. You
19
see.
plus 5, yeah.
Okay. On your head, you see a crown woven. It looks to be out of dark black feathers. A symbol belonging to that of the Raven Queen.
Ooh.
You know.
Oh. Ooh.
How ominous.
Ah.
The Raven Queen. Something you know about the Raven Queen. Something you know about deities that oversee the transition of life and death in general is that they are in abundance. It is one of the most overcrowded portfolios of belonging to any deity in pretty much the whole world. As you know it, every culture has their own version of the Raven Queen, their own version of the god who ferries souls across the afterlife. And the one that was at least most commonly worshipped in Kalkan, and that you know of, was Jibakari, which is a Sphinx god, which was sort of the old religion of this place.
How do you want to spell that?
Such a good question.
Jibakari, Jibakari.
Jibakari.
Yeah. In the Maasai, there was no such deity who oversaw life and death. It all was kind of housed under Sylvanus, who, by nature of being a nature deity, thank you, Aelin, by nature of being a nature deity, was sort of already exposed to, the cycle of life, the changing of the seasons, and that kind of thing. So it wasn't as necessary. Oran, what about you?
On religion, I got 22.
22, okay, fantastic. On a 22, you feel up towards your head, and you feel a sort of like silver, like almost like cold to the touch metal crown, exquisitely crafted, with the undeniable kind of like spokes and imprint of a dragon's head, Bahamut, the platinum dragon.
Oh. Resonance there for Anna.
The antithesis
Yeah.
of Tiamat and destruction is Bahamut.
I think like only knowing, or like I know in Draconic, I'll say, "Oh, hello."
Fair. Okay.
Nice.
Indeed. Valis, you look over at Yanel's crown, and for a moment you seem incredibly concerned because you see a moon inscripted there, but it is different from that of their holy symbol. It is inverted. This is not the moon of Shah, but this is the moon of Seluna, the Moon Maiden. The sort of like light sister of Shah in old lore. And there's a moment where Yanel kind of feels it and is like, not my lady. Right. And Valis, as you feel your crown, and
What is it? What is
looks
it?
and Janelle looks up at you. Your crown seems to be the crown of Sylvanus, a natural thing. All light, leaves, kind of like interwoven there.
That's ironic.
Yeah. And there you are. And
So I think I got your crown, Serena.
Interestingly, if I was going to give one to Serena, that is the one I would have given to her, and given you a different one. But you know what? I feel like it's fun to give that one to you, considering of all the people who grew up in the palace, you were the one who was not necessarily a royal. So, with your crowns atop your heads and popcorn in hand, as it is levitated up to you by a little clown, who's the skull in Deadpool that flies around. It's kind of like a clown mask that flies around, giving you snacks. Kevin also gets his own little crown, which is this was the one I should have given to Valis, actually. Nope, it's too late. Don't know. Which is an open eye, which is the symbol of. Well, actually, looks at it and says, that Savrus, probably. God of magic in the Messiah.
Did they not sound convinced?
They seem a bit unsure. But
can I do a
magic?
What would it be?
Can I actually request that I change that? Give Kevin the Sylvanus crown. I'm going to give you the Savrus one. I feel like Savrus is a bit more magical.
So Kevin is Sylvanus and I am Savrus.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense.
I realised who Kevin is. My brain was
Kevin
like, who's Kevin? Who's Kevin? The bird!
When you make eye contact with him a bit too long, he goes, fuck you.
Charming.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Charmed. I'm sure.
I think that makes more sense.
Guys, I'm cursed with my pen.
Indeed.
Work.
Oh.
As the ringmaster.
But it's not.
Wait, no, I think Aaron would go, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
They flap their wings ahead of you. Yes.
Can I do a religion check?
Yes, you may.
Can I do it with advantage because I grew up in the Messiah?
You may, yeah.
Okay, Valis.
Fuck you too, bitch.
They start going like when they walk around.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Advantage.
Slay. Okay. With a natural 20, this could well be a variation of Sylvanus's eye. Savrus's eye. But there are some edits to the motif that make you question that. One kind of being the presence of the sort of spokes underneath it. They look a bit sharp, a little bit too kind of like.
Can you draw it for us?
No.
Can you describe it so I can draw it?
No.
I'm gonna mute for a second.
I think I know. I have a guess.
Can you describe it?
Anna's got it, so I'll just draw it.
Okay.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when you said an eye.
No one in this world knows anything about this.
Yeah. I mean, would any of our good checks have applied to looking at anyone else's crown? Like my 22 religion? Would I get that? Or is this religion
looks like
a bit buried in this world, perhaps?
I mean, Oran is not of this world, so...
That's quite a good point, Aelin, actually. I think Oran, more knowledge of...
That's fucking terrifying.
Sorry, my lip. Yes, hello. Hello. I know who you are. But,
Abby, I will tell you
know
that
who they are.
This is... Aelin doesn't know. Aelin doesn't remember.
Aelin doesn't know who this is.
Perfect. Okay,
No,
that's great.
I was
No
making a pun.
Where is this symbol?
Okay, I will send it in the chat. This symbol, I will just tell you, Abby, came up a little bit in our previous campaign, but none of you know what it means as character.
Where is it at the moment? Where is it on?
It's part of the crown that Valis is wearing, which I previously gave to Kevin, but I feel like it's more interesting for PC has it. And the others for you guys were just too easy. You don't really have a religious vibe. You've got like broke away from the church.
Val's like, it's really ironic that I have the crown of intelligence.
Yeah. Oh no. Erwin, you're like,
Like, that should be mine then.
You know, staring at you
Who's
like,
wrong?
Erwin, why do you have that's so interesting that you've got the crown about the passage of life and death and I'm the cleric. I can't possibly think that means anything.
Maybe, you know, your crown is trying to say something.
I think it's probably the closest they could come to the moon goddess. I don't think they mean anything like that, you know.
So rude.
Anyway, I sent it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So as you guys observe each other's crowns and whatnot, the ringmaster kind of like dances across the tightrope and says, "And now that the gods are watching, let the festivities, the performance to close the night, begin." And I'm going to just let you know, the performances are mostly what you'd expect from a standard circus fair. Some of them are brilliant. You see a acrobat all dressed in lycra who does a performance on the tightrope, flipping, pirouetting and dancing from edge to end, almost making fun of Zarina and how easily she makes it look. You see several ballooned undulating clowns kind of load themselves up into the cannon, and as they are shot up over the audience they kind of parachute their own bodies and float down.
I wonder what would happen if I shot one of them. I'm not going to do it. But what would happen if I did?
When it flies down to the ground. You see as well a fire eater. You see imps all dance in a little formation. Their hands clasped. It's a lot like the scene in Howl's Moving Castle when the stars all dance in concentric circles. They kind of all, what's the word? Emulate? Emanate, that's it. Emanate a kind of glowing light from their chests, from the different kind of fabrics they're wearing. It casts sort of these shimmers all across the ground. Around you feel like these could be a people if they weren't so strange. And they cast sort of all these shadows across the crowds. And then as these performances come to an end, there are the more standard performances. Horses running with acrobats standing on their backs, handstands, backflips, cartwheels from horse to horse. The elephant does a few stand-up comedy routines, shockingly. It is given a potion of speaking and is like, you know, freaking wizards these days.
Get better material.
A couple of peanuts get thrown at them, but the heckler is
Mainly
gone.
from Erwin, just like,
Fuck
you, Mr. Elephant.
Actually, the ringmaster says, this does not please the gods. It will stop here then for the night. Instead, how about this? One last trick. One last production. Listen here. Listen close. What if I made the whole circus in just a moment disappear? The tent, the people, the attractions that you've seen this night, they are all of them whole, solid, real. You've spent this whole time touching them with your very hands, feeling, drinking in the atmosphere. This could be no illusion. Could it not? Come now, and let me reveal my final trick. And the ringmaster stands on their hoop.
Before you continue, what is the name of the missing guy? The missing Yosef. Thank you.
It's Yosef.
Thank you. I just in case Yosef is something to worry about. Anyway.
That's all good.
Thank you.
They raise their hands. Raise up on their ring until they reach almost level with you on the thrones. Almost. They swivel around to face you. The Lady of Ravens. The Platinum Dragon.
Oh.
The Moon Maiden. The Oak Father. And you.
You?
You?
I wanted something a bit cooler than that.
I'll turn my attention to Valis when he's only addressed as you.
I could call you the Prince of Pleasure.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with that one.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me make sure that's correct.
Can I keep it anyway?
Yes, that is correct.
The Prince of Pleasure.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure I got that right in my notes.
Why is this not working?
Okay. Do not worry, you will not fall from your lofty seats. I'll make sure of that. And he closes his hands. Ellie, from your position on the ground, it's interesting. The perspective doesn't seem quite to match up, but you can see it perfectly, the way his hands clutch the Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. Elwyn.
Cool.
His hands seem to cup around the space where, in the central throne, you see that black disc, the same as yours. And as it does, a magical darkness begins to seep down from the top of the tent, enveloping all. The only things visible through the dark are small runes which seem to kind of almost float off and blur off of the stone. And there is a moment where you feel the breath just pulled from you. And the darkness retracts. And the tent is gone. The clowns, the elephants, the lights.
I better change the music.
All that were here vanished. All except the structure that you're seated on. A bare bones structure. Wooden bleachers hastily cobbled together. A round stage without any adornment, no fire, no cannon, no cages, and no clowns. And your thrones. Wooden seats, held up by rope. The crowd murmurs in confusion, looking around. And slowly, after a minute, you see the first kind of people starting to leave, stand up, make their way out. And from the bleachers, one voice calls out, heckling, "Was that it? What about the encore? Honk, honk." And all at once, the circus re-emerges re-establishing itself in a swathe of glowing magic around you. All at once, it reforms, and the crowds, which were previously confused, almost disappointed, are treated instead to all the circus workers, everyone who is in this performance at least, not the ones outside, arranged in a beautiful pyramid, starting with the elephants at the bottom, horses, the clowns, the clown is on top, and seated because there is now, because Zarina did not, Valis did not take it, an empty throne to your left. To the left of you, is it Erwin or Oran in that one? Oran nudges you, the ringmaster, and says, "That's my favourite part." And there is a large flash of fireworks, and music cuts as performance is complete. And slowly, with more fanfare, the audiences are played out, given gift bags on the exits, and you guys are treated to a flying clown each, holding out their hands to take you to the ground.
I'll get down myself.
The ringmaster says, "And how are you going to do that?"
He holds onto the rope and goes,
"Whee!" And as the auditorium quietens, you guys are some of the last few staying. A couple people are talking to the acrobats around the edges of the room, but largely it's just you lot.
I have an appointment.
Oran, what did you want to say?
From the people in the throne's perspective, when the sort of magical darkness went out, did we just momentarily not see anything, and then we saw these thrones were, like everyone else saw, these thrones were suspended by rope and
yes,
right,
exactly.
Okay.
Not quite as magical. It seemed to be an element of illusion, but it really felt like everything, the presence of everything had just gone. It's something you guys have teleported before, and that loss of breath, Ellie, Erwen, all of you teleported, actually, sorry, not just you two, when you left the Underdark. That loss of breath, it's that same sensation as teleporting. And you get the impression, wherever it went, the circus really did vanish for a moment. And you guys are reunited on the ground. And Zarina says, "I've seen better."
You didn't see anything from down there.
It wasn't the best seat, no. But the company was better. Well, Bo was scared of the clowns. Bo high fives. He was like, "They're fucking scary. They are scary. I do not deny it. But I was impressed by how you all managed to get up there. It was amusing, I'll admit."
Do you want me to cut your hair?
What?
He nods at the singed edge of her hair.
Oh, Zarina, right. Zarina looks at you and says, "I'll do it myself later." And Janelle says, "Suits you?" And Zarina just goes, "Well, most things suit me, so it's not a surprise."
You let me cut it?
No.
Why not?
No.
Please?
Ellie will cut it. Not Ellie, excuse me. Erwen will cut it.
My fan just jumped off the bed.
Oh.
Oran, what would you like to do?
I got a bit injured. Did some of us get injured? Are we all right?
Oh yeah. Just a
The
little
ringmaster comes up to you and says, "Yes, apologies. Let me turn down the theatrics for you. If you come backstage with me, we'll have a medic look over you. We don't really have a medical tent on site. We kind of keep it back here."
I'm good, and I'm gonna go to the loo. So
That's fine. There are lavatories just outside the tent.
All right. Ciao, ciao. I'll see you guys outside.
Yana says, "Are you going to be okay going by yourself?"
I can go to the toilet by myself.
Sometimes you need help.
That's really
True.
private. He walks away.
Yana says, "I'll wait here for you."
No, you just meet me outside in, like, I don't know, half an hour?
You're not going to come backstage?
No.
clowns everywhere. Clowns.
And clowns everywhere, you know.
All right.
I've got to go too, so I'll just head out with you.
All right.
Fantastic. Okay. Bo says, "Where are you going, Ellie?"
To the toilets?
Oh, I thought you meant you had to... Sorry. Pardon me. That was
Wow,
ungentlemanly.
I didn't know you were. I thought you were. He looks at Erwin and then at Ellie's like,
He flashes and says, no, we are friends. Me and Erwin are, there is nothing.
he strikes theatrical poses as both speaks. Aghast.
That's not appropriate, Valis. For multiple reasons, I think you know.
I don't get it.
Ellie, I apologize, Ellie. I was not interested in watching you use the lavatory. Excuse me.
I'm sure
Bo
that
sort
we
of
could find time to do something else later, but I'm generally not that quick.
Alice high fives Ellie. He's like, still got it.
Yeah, we have the no look high five.
Bo kind of goes, oh.
Erwin's kind of flashing Ellie a look of just like,
I was. It was a joke. It was a joke. I'll
funny.
behave.
I appreciate the humour. I suppose, as I sense this group is full of people who are casual with these things, that I haven't yet recovered from my last relationship, which ended. So
Oh, Bo, we'll take you for a night on the town.
I don't know if I
It'll be
want.
great. All right, okay, we'll book you in.
I had a long-term
right, either when
partner
we get to a shizzle or
who
if we have time.
we just didn't see eye to eye, and I'm trying to drop some.
I'm nothing but casual, so.
Okay, so that's good to know because I wasn't putting anything out there, but I appreciate the offer, and I'm going to put this shovel down and get out of this hole, and I'm going to go and sit by myself.
All right,
somewhere.
Bo, we'll do a night out for you.
I'm going to go tune my lute. How about that? Liar, I'm going to play the lute.
That's why you have no bitches.
I don't necessarily. Okay, all right. He just goes to sit down, gives Erwin a despairing look. I'm sorry, he mouths to you.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, see you guys later. We're going to the toilet.
Okay, you guys go off to the loo. Oran, Erwin, and you follow the ringmaster back of house. Actually, it's funny because the three of you are the ones who are injured, so that makes sense. I'll describe what happens to you. Actually, you guys, I'll just say this. You guys go through the back of house area and you see a couple different staff areas. You see that it kind of opens up into another sub tent, which has a lot more tents in it. So it's a tent with tents in it. And truly, you see, he points them out. He points the different places out to you. He says, "Now this is a staff area, dressing room, break room. We've got a ping pong table in there, wonderful free snacks, all that. Dorms are over that way. Animals' tent is as far away from the dorms as possible. They do smell bad. And then at the far end there is where the bogey is.
The bogey.
You know, the bogey." The bogey. It's where we put all of the different individuals who cause ruckus, too much ruckus in the circus. Disruptive, drunkards, vagabonds, layabouts.
Surprised we didn't end up in there.
Circus jail.
Indeed, it's jail just for a day. They stay there until the morning, and then we send them on their way. And you can see. Actually, you know what? Oren, you can see 3 kobolds sitting in there, like gnawing on the bars. As you see Ick, Memkin, and
Muscles. Oh yeah, I'm being like, no, not again.
Roland is also in there, like, I'm sorry, I just kept eating pies. I could not be stopped. And he has a very rotund stomach.
I'm so happy that you were able to eat. But ringmaster, I would love to get my family out of this cage, please.
I see.
Yes.
And
Very intense, this ringmaster.
with a what? Sorry.
It's very intense, this ringmaster.
The locks kind of break open and says, "Be free, family."
Wait, so you ate too many pies, allegedly, but what did you
too
three
many
do?
pies, allegedly. Sorry.
What did you three do addressing the kobolds?
Vemkin, Ick, and Muscle kind of
Looking
all
for
share
Tritos.
a look, and we said, "We were never here. We didn't do nothing."
Looking for
They're each other's
Tritos.
allies.
Um,
Trito?
like a tree
Tree
toe. I have lots of tree toes.
You kind of lean in and you kind of give him a sniff. Make a perception check.
Yeah. Where is perception? Oh, it's not going to be good. It's a 12.
12. You sense the smell of sugar, and you see frosting kind of on their faces, and you get the impression they may have been buried in that candy floss cart somewhere.
Wow.
Candy floss, kept eating. May have been a bit
Okay.
koboldy. Trito. I love him. Rightio. But eventually you guys are brought to beautiful. You are brought to another location where your wounds are patched up and you guys can heal back to full without any worry. Yay. Lovely. Mm-hmm. The ringmaster says, well, your friends aren't coming, but I'll leave you to pass on this message to them. You may, whenever you like, whenever you hear of us, enter with these golden tokens the circus, free of charge. Please come again. It is always nice when the gods pay us a visit. And you're free to go on your way with that. Valis and Ellie, you two leave the tent.
Can I grab Ellie as soon as we leave? I'm like, I lied. I do not need to use the toilet.
Yeah, I was just gonna stretch because we were sitting for so long.
That is fair. So he rubs his hands together. Think it could be like an hour.
Yeah, that's fine. I am actually gonna go find the toilets though.
Right. So
I'll meet you back here whenever.
Actually, you don't know. You don't need to know. Cool.
Oh, did you want to actually tell me?
Do you want to know?
Is it something that I should know?
Just keep everyone here.
Okay.
Oh, and maybe he kind of scratches. Maybe don't tell Yanel that Malik hit me with a tankard. Maybe just don't tell them that.
Okay, it's filed in the vault.
Cool. Yeah, I can trust you. He slaps Ellie on the shoulder. I'll see you in maybe 20 minutes-ish. Don't worry if it's a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll message if there's a problem.
All good.
Yeah. And he melts into the crowd.
Okay. As you kind of make your way through the circus, you arrive at the meeting point you established with Malik, as that is who you are meeting. And you see kind of waiting there already, kind of tucked away in the sort of dark between two tents, kicking his feet on the ground with his hands in his pockets, you see Malik. And when he hears you approaching, does he hear you approaching? Do you stealth?
I don't stealth.
Yeah. He says, no, it's pay to get in here.
You want me to comp you for your ticket?
No. Turns around and folds his arms. Where's Princess?
Not here, not coming.
He looks confused. And so you guys aren't doing the stupid rules anymore?
Let's just say they don't know about what happened.
Worried they'll get upset if they find out you're meeting me by yourself?
I think there's more things they could be upset about. So, consider it a favor.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I wasn't myself. I was angry. I apologize. Sorry, Valis, for hitting you. I won't do it again. I've never done it before. I had to feel shit about it.
Is that true?
Valis kind of laughs. Right. That was a great apology. He kind of looks around. Can I make a perception check to see if I can see drift anywhere?
Okay, I'm going to say this. What's your passive perception?
pretty high, I think. Hold on.
Okay.
Unless I'm completely misremembering. It's 14.
14. Okay. Roll me a perception check. You don't see him with your passive.
4, 5, 6, 17.
17. Okay. I'm just going to tell you this because I think you would figure it out anyway. It was actually the moment you started looking for him, it was much easier to find him.
Okay.
You kind of look back over your shoulder and through the crowds, leaning against the side of one of the stalls. I think he's got a sort of strawberry slushy, and he's just like kind of spooning some of the ice into his mouth, and he's just leaning against it, watching.
Okay, I'll turn back to Malik. He looks like unsure, and he's not particularly coming super close to Malik. I think he's like standing maybe a meter away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know the stuff that certain things you know about me.
Yeah, I know. I said I wouldn't mention it, and I'm sorry that I brought it up at all.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use the magic that Drift was using before.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like never speak about it to anyone?
And you feel that kind of magic rise up in you, and it begins to almost fizzle out. And then you hear a voice in your head say, "Ah, yes, there are limitations at the moment, but maybe just for you, because this is so juicy, I'll give you this one." And you look back and you see Drift just kind of flick with his fingers, and you see Malik's face just kind of stricken all at once, like. And there's a sort of moment where his eyes unfocus. Speak about what?
Can I try something? But you might need to mute if I can ask you if I can do this.
Okay.
Okay, Valis says a single name to Malik. Okay.
Is that someone you've slept with or what?
It's really, really, really gross. He kind of looks away. I think we're done here then.
But are we all right? I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I didn't want to do that. I was just really wound up, and frustrates me. I can't quite put a finger on why, but just obviously there's a lot there.
Yeah, I mean, far as stuff with the masks goes, yeah, we're fine.
Friends, though, yeah.
Sure. I'm going to a shizzle.
Now you're leaving.
Yeah.
Forever or for now?
Don't know. That's the magic of life, isn't it? You just don't know where you end up.
Right, well, I guess that's that then, isn't it?
I guess that's that.
He nods.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
All right. Do. Insight is +2, 14.
Okay. With a 14, he seems either annoyed or upset. But he doesn't really let much show. Shrugs. Good luck in a chisel then. And he turns around and kicks his heel on the floor and just walks away.
Alice kind of watches him go. It's about as much as I expected. And then turns around. Can you still see Drift anywhere?
He's finishing his shaved ice.
I'll go over to him.
I'm not going to be out here much longer.
Oh,
So
as
you
soon
know.
as you finish your slushy.
Actually, yeah, it's about as much time as I have left.
So is that going to be permanent?
As long as we want it to be.
Any way to ensure it's permanent?
Well, permanent's a pretty big word.
Okay, I need him to never speak about things.
Trust me.
Trust you. He looks at the slushy and then back at him. He's like, right,
It's my secret sauce.
what is it?
Lead.
Hmm.
I don't know.
He sticks his finger in it.
And as you stick your finger in it, it's just ice. The blood is gone. Soz. That's not right. Sorry.
That's very fancy tale.
Soz. Sorry, Valis.
Right, well, next time the circus is in town, I'll,
Pop by.
yeah. It's a weird place.
It gets weirder the longer you stay.
Right. The stuff with the gods. Is that like a metaphor or is it like a real thing?
I shouldn't say because I majored in math, but
But you what, sorry?
Someone's watching TikTok, I think.
It came up. I mean, it shouldn't say I majored in math. I was like, oh, sounds on. All right. I'm literally just scrolling, and it's like it was just playing sound because I'm right by the microphone.
It's scratch.
And so, he just smiles.
Distracted.
It's fine. It's the same as having something on when you're watching a TV show. He just smiles and he doesn't say anything.
Are you going to help me or are you going to be really cryptic?
Cryptic. Later, Valis.
Hey!
He puts the ice cream spoon in his mouth and turns around. No, one more then.
Oh,
You
you're
gotta
actually going to answer? He like runs after him. So, like the whole thing of the magic, how do I know how that works? Because I don't really know the rules and stuff. Like most people have like books that they read. I don't like books. So can you like send me like a missive or something?
Kevin. He'll speak for me when I can't speak for myself.
Yeah, but he just swears a lot and then he bites me.
Yeah, he'll do that. Try and stick it out.
Okay. What kind of food does Kevin like?
Raw meat.
Raw meat.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. I can deal with that. Bye.
Walks into the crowds, drops his ice cream on the floor, litterings for losers. And you're alone.
Alice just kind of stands there. That was so many weird interactions in one short space of time, and starts walking back.
Okay, Ellie, are you doing anything in particular?
Ellie has done her business in the toilets and is like waiting out front for everybody else, but is just kind of like walking around on her hands and just
Looking for things.
contorting and just getting out some of that like energy that
Oh, sure, I get you.
yeah.
Maybe a perception check, yeah.
I didn't fix my lammy pad, it's not working again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a pen that I can borrow?
This one is yours, I think.
Is that
I know what it's doing there. Perception check, please, Ellie.
Working on it. Okay. It is a 15.
Okay, with a 15, you are doing a contortion, and you spot something that intrigues you just below the lip of the fabric of the big tent where it meets the ground. And you scuttle over and kind of press down to the ground, and you see a singular kind of like off-white piece of knuckle bone.
Oh.
Humanoid, it seems. And you kind of look close, and your jaw just drops in terror. No, not in terror. As you realize this is the perfect bone to complete your bone collection from the freaking scrying bones, babe. So you now have a non-weird scrying bone collection, and you can cast augury or weird augury with it once per day, in which I give you some assistance.
Wow.
Ellie like picks it up and goes to like look for Valis to show him, and then is like, "Oh wait," and then just starts going back to just idling. You know,
I'm supposed to stay here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Back sooner than you thought.
Okay, Valis, you reappear, and Ellie is a shrimp on the shrimp.
You just see his like steel-toed boots at your face, and then you look up, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Waiting on people.
Do you want help getting up, or are you gonna stay down there?
Ellie will just like flip up.
Mm-hmm. As you flip up, Oren, Erwin, do you guys want to do anything inside the tent or explore anywhere inside the tent, or would you like to go straight home?
It did occur to me that I do want to ask around a bit about Yosef.
Sure. That's fine. I mean, the ringmaster is here. There are a few people sort of like loitering around as well.
I think to the ringmaster, any further word on Yosef, where he is, how he is?
Yosef, yeah. No, I've been trying to keep this quiet, you see. He was a caricature artist. He's very good at his craft, obviously. For us, at least. I say was in past tense because he no longer works with us. I believe he's still alive. Don't fret. No, he's a very good caricature artist. It was his calling, that and, running the painting contest on the side. He did not seem to see it that way. Said he wanted to be an actor, meant for the stage. He went for an audition. He got the role. That's all. Haven't heard from him since. He left us high and dry. The others would be absolutely devastated if they heard that he broke his contract.
I could argue that they'd rather know that he's alive and elsewhere than not know that he's alive and,
Of course he's alive.
still...
Nobody dies at the circus. Unless they die of fun! And Bo just says, I don't know if that's puts me at ease, Ringmaster, sir.
There's nothing I can that doesn't do anything, does it? No.
Yanel says, do you have any information on the audition? Audition at all? Was it for the arts festival? And he says, seemed to be for a travelling troupe. They could be anywhere by now.
Oh no.
What do you think I'm talking about?
The baby Sardigress.
Oh shit! It could. That's. Who knows? Maybe. Yanel says, "Baby Sardigress" under their breath, and the ringmaster says, "We've been trying to book them for years. So hard. It would be the best collaboration ever. They just, oh gosh, too steep. Why are you looking at me with menace, Oran? Voice of the old ones. Just quiet seething.
Oran is thinking about the fact that Colin is still perhaps with temple workers of the Raven Queen. And if perhaps... Oh no, the ringmaster knows that... Does the ringmaster know that I'm from the troupe?
No. Doesn't seem to have any prior knowledge of you. But he didn't seem to have any prior knowledge of any of you. The reason you were given the opportunity to go up onto the thrones was due to your amazing golden token status.
Amazing golden token status.
Yes.
There's no possibility then that Joseph has encountered the Raven Queen in any capacity.
The Raven
Right.
Queen? The Raven Queen? You mean you think he's dead in terms of passing through life and death? The Raven Queen, she is sacred over her dominion. It's very unlikely that anyone, regardless of power, inclination, whether they want to use life or death, grasp it by their bare hands, would ever be able to get past her. No, no, no. If Yosef was into anything of the sort, he would be an outcast. Truly. From us, at least.
Right. What is the name of the troupe that he auditioned for?
That's a very good question. I suppose you could always go to his...
Oh my god, something just fell.
That sounds very heavy.
Should we check?
We should probably check. Give me 5 minutes. Shall we take a 5-minute break and then you can learn the name of the...
20 past?
Yes.
Get it started. Let's get. I'm that one in who can't sing, but I can go. Wow. Great. Okay. So as you guys all right, you wanted to Joseph, the troupe. Sorry.
Yes. If you want the canon name of our troupe, I have decided now that it is Roland Tumble.
Yes.
Say scratch.
Yes.
So if it is that, then
Mm-hmm.
that will be the name that leaves the ringmaster's lips.
Mm-hmm.
But if it isn't, then I'll be intrigued.
Okay. I think. Okay. The ringmaster says, "Well, if you like to, you can have a quick peek in his chambers. What we have left, his bedroom. He left most of his things, took his personal effects. Seemed he was preparing for a life on the road."
Okay.
And Zarina says, "I'm not going through some random person's things. It seems invasive. What if he was unclean?"
What if you're something? Fair enough.
No.
I just want some assurance that he made that.
Mhm.
He made the trip.
Of course.
I will look through.
Alrighty. So you're going to head up to his tent. It's a very small one-man tent, just space for a bedroll on the floor, a chest of personal items, a mirror leaning up against the wall. There are plenty of scrolls of paintings, half-finished caricatures, art supplies, and that kind of thing. But the mirror is placed in such a way that he would have to have been standing at full height. And there are a couple of pages of script on the floor. And leaning over, picking it up, you see that he was reading for a specific role in a play. And it seems to be a play about the fragmentation, a sort of dramatical retelling of the events of the cataclysm which almost tore the plains apart, tore the plains asunder over 50 years ago. And you recognize some of the names written down here from history, just vaguely what you've learnt from watching similar bad productions of similar historical events. You recognize the name Loran Dehane. Loran Dehane is one of the kings, the king consort specifically, of the Maasai. He is currently ruling alongside another king named Ulster Gaemon, and they are the last two monarchs remaining after the others. Yunel's parents passed away, and they played a major role in this event this dramatic historical moment which changed the fabric of reality forever, as it is presented in this very overly dramatic, incredibly theatrical production. You see a list of roles yet to be cast, and one highlighted is the role of the man himself, Laurent de Haine, which it seems that Joseph was gunning for. And I don't know if you check the art I sent to the chat ages ago.
He does look a bit like the round.
He does look a little bit. A little bit like him. And
Hang on, he's got the teeth.
He's got the teeth. He seems to have been a quarter Taoshiri from a photo of his family, all kind of like bundled together with him with a satchel on his shoulder, the thumbs up, like, yeah, and you see a Taoshiri, an elder Taoshiri grandparent on one side and some elves on the other who are all like kind of doing peace signs. He's got his art supplies. He's like, I'm off to the world. Alas alack.
Why? Oran will say out loud, why did he not bring his family photo?
That's a very good point. Why did he not bring his family photo?
Can I see if there's anything magical around?
Oh yeah, make an investigation check.
So here for the magic.
Hell yeah.
Investigation. Just want to find it first. Ooh, okay. 10.
Okay. Let me just look. Let me just have a look here.
Or could I cast Detect Magic? Would that be better?
Yes, Lily. Yes, Lily. Lily has made a good point, which if you want to read the full cast list for the full names of people they're looking for, then you may. But hang on a sec. Abby, would you mind repeating what you just said? Sorry, I missed it.
If I cast Detect Magic, would that be better?
No, because I think there's nothing magical here that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a circus, and by nature of a circus, these people would come across a whole host of magical individuals over their time. And Joseph seemed to be a bit of like a scrapbooker, being an artist. And you come across a stack of flyers, the kind that you end up with at the end of a Comic-Con. And you kind of just like flipping idly through them. And you stop on one specifically, which I think will interest you. Will interest some other people as well. Let me just find it.
Oh boy.
Not magic mushrooms. I can't believe that's a thing in here.
Magic mushrooms?
Just play. Where are you? Yes. There it is. I saw it. Okay. Yes. Right. Annoyingly, I don't see a way I can show you this, but 119. It seems to be a advertising pamphlet for a tattoo parlor. This tattoo parlor, though, it seems to have a few different locations, and it has one in a Shissel. It doesn't have one in Kalkan. It has one, in Kalkariat. It has one in a different city in Kalkan called Melton. And it has one in a place called Ironstone in a prayer. So there's 3 locations here where you can get this tattoo. And there are 3 different pamphlets, all from the same tattoo company for each corresponding. So you get the impression he's been to every single one of these places at some point and gotten tattoos. And the tattoo, so the tattoos are produced by a special needle, which imbues any tattoo with an element of magic. The design emphasizes one color and requires attunement. And the tattoo gives you certain boons or bonuses, which give you then magical effects.
Let's get tatted, guys.
So you can get magical tattoos. It's basically, it must have been something that he was either saving up for, because the cost seems rather steep. And it's with that realization that you see a pouch of coins, though all the gold coins are gone. It's just a couple of coppers left, unfortunately. If you want to take those, you can. It does seem at the very least, if Joseph did leave of his own free will, he took his money with him. He didn't take his family photo. And there you are.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. From what I know of how scrying works, it works best with like a personal item of
Mhm.
the person.
Yes.
That photo would count, right?
Anything in here would probably count.
Okay.
Could also use Valis' messaging stones.
And you also have a image of them now, so you can see them. You get certain boons for different knowledge of the person.
I think so. Like picking up the photo frame, and turning to like Edwin, and like look, if we happen to be, if we're going to some of these places, I think at the very least, I think he'd want to have a family photo. I don't know. But also we could try and check on him. I don't know.
You
I
want to
feel
give
like
it
I
to
owe
him.
it.
You have to find him.
Yeah. Look, I feel like I owe it to Derek.
That's fair enough, but
yeah.
I don't think he'd begrudge you for leaving it as well.
I can put it in my bag. I have room.
Holding.
My bag
That's
of
all right.
holding.
It's like a cute clutch of holding.
A clutch of holding. But a clutch of holding.
A stylish Vivian Westwood purse.
Of course, and I'll take it. I'll put it in my bag.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys hold on to the items, and you can leave as you wish. You can stay. Spend the night in Joseph's bed. See if he comes back. Why don't you?
No. But thank you. Oh God. I don't. There's something fishy about this place.
Stay over here. Will you ever be able to leave?
So you can't die here. Like, what does that mean? Is that just a joke? I've been on this plane for 10 years at least, but I still don't know if that's a joke.
At that point, Zarina says, "Come on. I have an appointment for manicures tomorrow, and I don't want to miss it." And she holds out her arm for you, Owen.
Okay, yes, she'll take it.
Mm-hmm. And she pulls you along with her. Oren, you step to the edge of the room. And Yanel puts a comforting hand on your oozy shoulder and says, "Well, I'm sure they're fine. People can look after themselves."
That's true. Why haven't...
Let me guess.
The rest of the troop though? No, though. Like...
Well, you wouldn't do the same. You guys would care.
Yeah. It seems like management, they're caring for the wrong reason. They're caring in the wrong way about this departure.
Sleep on it and we can decide what to do in the morning.
Very good advice. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. And you guys can leave the tent, bid goodbye to the sights and sounds of Cirque d'Anomalie. You meet up with Valis and Ellie on the outside, and the group is together again.
I think they're probably doing like headstands together. So you just see two pairs of legs.
And the circus continues.
Indeed. At which point, as you guys kind of walk on, Zarina pulls you ahead, Owen, the rest of you fall in kind of like a group behind. But Yanel kind of jogs up beside you, Ellie, and says, kind of interesting, right? How the disc in the throne was similar to yours.
Yeah, it started glowing with like the runes that the magic guy showed me.
Has it made anything change on the disc? Still the same?
It's still the same?
Maybe if two discs collide, they explode or turn you into a phoenix. It's probably not what happens, but I just, make a pretty good story. You look over at the shard. It's sort of solidified darkness, as you've always known. Obsidian is what you've kind of called it, although obviously when you lick obsidian, it doesn't become attached to you like a needy pet. As you kind of focus on it, can you make me an Arcana check?
Okay, that is Arcana. That is 17.
Okay, fabulous. As you focus on it, you feel a sort of thrum, a depth to it, a density that it didn't really have before. And there's a moment when it kind of like seems to suck in the light around your hands, almost leaving like an aura of darkness. And then everybody, all at once, you see Ellie blink out of existence. And then you reappear about 30 feet away.
What?
And just like, huh?
What was that?
Nothing, just teleported you.
Weird. Very cool.
Yeah.
Did Ellie see anything? Whilst
Oh, Ellie.
Oh.
Ellie, can you just tell me what your passive perception is?
Passive perception is 13, and if it's relevant, passive investigation is 15.
I'm going to just say this. In the darkness, you were not just in the void, not in the usual rush of magic when you teleport. You were somewhere filled with stars. Somewhere Xavier goes, ha! My prophecy!
Yeah, Ellie's not thinking about Xavier at all.
No, Emma is thinking about Xavier.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
Also, I know that magic guy's name is Kyvier. Ellie just doesn't remember it.
Call him magic.
I feel like it has to do with, like, in general, like, her detachment. She has to meet somebody, like, 3 times in order to remember their names.
Yeah, that's fair. Zarina's like, have I met the quota yet? Okay, so you see what appears to be stars in the darkness as you use that teleportation spell.
So I got, like, teleported and there were, like, stars all around me. It was cool.
Seeing stars or actual stars?
Yeah.
Not like I passed out, like the night sky.
Missed something. You did not pass out. You saw like a night sky, it seemed.
Yeah. Well, because Valis was like, "Did you seeing stars or seeing stars?" And Ellie's like, "I didn't pass out."
Right.
Fair. Oren, I missed something probably important.
Oh.
As you were reading the script, this one detail would have stood out to you.
Oh.
You know Valis's name is Valis Malel. The villain of the story, which you were reading in the play, was a man named Karul
Malel.
Who you are the only one who doesn't really know much about. Everybody else would know who that is. But you know the name is very similar. That's just a detail I needed to mention for you. But you guys can do with that information whatever you wish. As you begin to head out, Erwin, Zarina tightens her hold on your arm and says, you really have surrounded yourself with the strangest people. Myself not included. Manicures tomorrow.
Manicures. Yes, of course.
Of course. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh.
And
I'm watching them like.
indeed. And you guys head out of the circus and you can return home for the evening. Is there anything else you guys would like to do this eve?
Where is Serena sleeping?
Zarina stays linked onto Erwin's arm all the way until she, I think, is like,
we have a guest house.
Zarina, are you going to be staying with us in our house that's protected from scrying and visuals and etc.? And she's like, of course I'm staying with you.
In the guest house, the biggest place for the biggest aura lady.
Zarina just goes, what? And then walks on. I suppose a private room would be acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, but you can put her up in the guest house.
Yeah, I can. Well, yeah. And unlocks the house and says, well, why don't we all come in and have a cup of cocoa first? And they make everybody a hot chocolate before bed.
I spike mine.
Oh.
And Yanel says, no, first, don't do that.
You don't even see it. It's like,
Slight handshake.
okay. Natural one.
Oh, cute!
I just saw my mug and I was like, I must draw it. I want this as a tattoo one day.
That's so sick.
Right there.
Yeah, on my fairy.
Yes. You reach for a bottle of liquor on the top shelf that's got the poison apple on it, and Yanel's like, Valis.
What?
No.
Fine.
And Serena's like, he can do what he wants, Yanel. Yanel's like, oh, you don't understand. He has a problem.
He has issues.
He has problems.
Anyway, Bo stands. Sorry.
Malice mopes.
Bo stands awkwardly on the threshold and says,
No, you can't sleep in Erwin's room, Bo. You can sleep in the guest house.
I think there's room upstairs in like the attic where Oren and I are staying.
Oh yeah.
I'll stay.
That's an interesting.
I'll stay. No, my duty is protecting Zarina. The princess. I wouldn't have said Zarina. My duty is protecting the princess. I should stay. And Zarina, who's the same height and like broadness as him, walks past and is like, sleep where you like. And she sort of like withdraws from the room, heading towards the guest house. Erwin, obviously you have your own bedroom. And Bo says, I do wish to. May I escort you upstairs? Erwin.
Got me upstairs. Okay. Yes, of course. Is everything all right? All right.
All right. All right. He takes
All
you
right.
upstairs
All right.
and stops respectfully outside of your door. And he just says, Erwin, I want to protect you from what seems to be yourself at this point. You pursuing resurrection. After all this time, you have to know nothing good will come of it. Callan wouldn't it be better to Wouldn't it be better to investigate the person who swindled you, took your money? And you hadn't known that he knew that.
Hmm.
Who ratted you out?
Do you know anything about that person?
There was a woman in the Maasai. Excuse me, in Erasure. Arinda. Always hanging around your house, so I assumed bad things. I got the truth out of her eventually. I didn't hurt her. Sounds dramatic. But she works for money. And my priority is knowing what was happening with you. You should have told me, rather than going off on your own. Are you keeping it from Zarina?
She wouldn't understand. She would tell me not to do it, like you're telling me now, but I intend to do both.
Please. Don't dig into this.
How can I not?
If I was in your position, I would have said the exact same thing, you know. But I just want you to trust me. There won't be closure. Only more pain. But that's your choice. I can't stop you, can I?
Good night, Bo. Turn around, shut the door.
Okay. Oren, Ellie, do you guys head up to bed?
Yeah.
You find Bo moping on the stairs, like, maybe I should come sleep with you guys. Anyway, could I have a cocoa?
Yes, of course.
Bo, there is plenty of room upstairs, so come on.
I haven't had a sleepover since I was a child. He kind of drudges upstairs with you. As you guys head on up. Zarina heads out. I think that Muscle, Ick, and Vemkin have gone with Roland down back to the safe house. And Valis, Yanel is just kind of washing up some of the cups, taking a glass of water up. And you guys slowly both
So tired.
walk
Wow.
up to the main bedroom. And Yanel says, Valis, I actually have something for you.
A present? I love presents.
Well, I don't know if you'll appreciate this one that much.
Now I'm nervous. Why would you do that?
Well, after the conversation we had the other day.
Which one?
Was that yesterday? No, was that today?
This morning.
This morning.
It was this morning, yeah. Sorry.
This probably seems a lot more weighted. I promise it was not meant like this. It's just bad timing, I guess. sleeping shackled together probably wasn't helping things between us. So I thought instead we could have something like this. And Yanel will kind of reach under the bed where they keep their sort of a little box of their personal belongings. And you see a small velvet box, and inside presented are 2 cuffs, like bracelets. With
Heavy jewelry.
I know a jeweler nearby. Collected it from them.
I know a jeweler nearby.
Really? We made friends. I thought it would be good to have a friend outside of, or try and make a friend outside of someone you know. I don't know. I didn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but that's beside the point.
Wait, you made friends with a jeweler?
I'm sorry.
Huh.
But it doesn't matter.
Good thing Yanel's not looking at Valis' face.
Yeah. Anyway, can I get on? I'm just going to tell you, this is so that we don't have to sleep shackled together anymore.
Yeah.
If you have a night terror, move more than 20 feet away.
20 feet.
Without my knowledge, then I'll get a little zap.
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
Cool.
You could both sleep next to a loo, and so like if Valis just like wakes up in the night and needs to like piss, then you can.
There is a wash.
piss,
Yeah, there is a washroom attached to the bedroom.
That's very exciting. That's
ensuite in the fantasy world. I was reincarnated into a toilet in a fantasy ensuite. No. Not the Dragonborn, no.
Valis slaps the bracelet on. Is like, cool.
Okay, you like it? Good. All right. I was worried you might think I was trying to get rid of you.
No, because I am still on a 20-foot tether. So if anything, that is not what that kind of tells me.
Okay. I guess we're going to sleep now.
Yeah, I'm so tired. So tired. He kind of falls into bed. Night night.
And he's immediately asleep?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, Yanel goes and has a shower and
He's
gets
not
into bed.
actually asleep, though.
Okay. Well, you hear Yanel go into the shower and wash up.
You've got one eye open.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to... They actually leave the bracelet on the bed like, I'm not going to get it wet.
How long do they usually shower for?
Maybe about 10 minutes. Because they also put their hair up and things and get ready for bed in the shower.
Valis,
And then they're not going to put their bracelet on whilst they shower. They will take it off only for that.
Valis waits. And then he scampers across the room to Erwin's door and knocks.
Okay. All right, you go to Erwin's room.
Yeah.
Formerly Yanel's room. Formerly spare bedroom.
Do you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She'll come up to the door and she's like, Bo, I had enough of talking about this. And she'll open the door.
He's just leaning on the room. Hey.
Hello.
He kind of looks around. Can we have a quick word? Just you and me.
Okay, fine. Come in.
He lets himself in and quickly shuts the door. So, I wanted to chat to you. Specifically. There's no one else in this room, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Both of us, or?
13.
Yeah, both of you if you want to.
Sure. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, rolled the same anyway. I like knocked it and then I rolled it and it actually was the same number.
Fantastic.
We love that. 12.
12. Okay, with a 12, you look around. This is a very plain bedroom. Nobody seems to be listening in. There's a tall window along the far side of the wall, which looks out onto the street rather than the sort of like sea view, which the other bedroom has. There's a closet, which Valis, has all of Yanel's stuff from Shah in it, mostly hidden away to keep you happy. That's it, really.
Cool. He sits on the bed. So, the thing with Zarina, you guys are like long-term besties, so this might be a little bit awkward.
Okay.
There's no real easy way to kind of go into this, so I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Zarina is the best person to have around right now. He kind of judges her facial expression.
You can insight check each other.
I'll insight check her.
Each other.
As you like.
15.
Lol, I rolled a 1. That's fun.
You have no idea what he's thinking.
I never do.
Mhm.
He got a 15. How are you reacting to him bringing up Zarina?
You can tell that she doesn't want her there either. She kind of wishes she wasn't around right now.
Like, cool. So, tomorrow, while you guys are like doing girly things, stop scratching.
Sorry, my mistake. Gotta stop.
When you're doing the girly things, you know, the sparring. I kind of want to come. She's not going to let me come. She never lets me come. It's so unfair.
You can join us.
Oh my god, I totally could. I should ask her. She's going to say no though. But
Air went desperately. You could join us.
You can come. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll make up something.
what's my company?
Thought you were going to say something else. I'm really glad you said company.
No, Emma. No. Respect the asexual group. Silence.
That's true. That's basically everyone. Oh, I'm such a roguish outlander.
Outnumbered.
Disgusting aloe. Ugh.
Ah!
Disgusting.
Oh my god!
Okay. He sees that you're kind of on board. I think it would be really great to, you know, suggest that she goes home.
And how would we do that?
Right. So,
Politely?
politely, I think she's not going to listen to me, and she's not going to listen to you now. But if you just show her that we're having a nice, chill time here, very boring, just kind of, you know, slacking off, she probably won't be that interested in staying.
Well, she
Yeah.
thinks I'm on a research trip at the moment, so maybe not chilling and slacking.
Isn't
If
that
it
what?
can prove that I'm working, that would be even better.
Ellie's ears twitch in the distance.
Oh, that you're working.
Yes. It's a
Well,
long
we're going to a
story.
shuttle. We're going to a shuttle. So we tell her that we're going to sit in a fucking library and read. Yeah?
She wouldn't want to come along to that.
No, she is not a book person. Neither am I, but I can pretend to be. They have picture books.
Okay.
Okay. So, there's a plan. You're on board with the plan. I'm glad. And if she says certain things, just know that there are always 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 sides to every story. Every story.
What story are you referring to?
There's so many stories because we grew up together. I've known her for 50 years. 50 years. Do you know how long that is? 50 years. Wow.
Erwin, you... Sorry.
What are you gonna say?
Erwin, you recall there was a whole number of rumours circulating in Erasure and the Messiah right now, especially in your circles, surrounding what happened when the regent ran off with the ward of the kings. There are people who say that he knocked Yanel up. There are people who say Yanel knocked him up. There are people who say they killed someone and ran off to hide the fact that it happened. There's a whole 100,000 bloody different stories and tales being told. You could assume that Valis is referring to something like that, like a rumor. Who knows?
He's beaming at you.
Ding!
Ding!
Well, then I trust you to tell me the truth another time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
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 You guys are just smiling and you're just like, oh,
yeah, lovely
friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
How long have I known you guys for? Is it like 15 odd years, or how long was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like 15 odd years.
yeah. You and Valis would have been roughly 18 together, and then you outgrew him, and
Yeah.
he's now kind of early 20s.
Yep.
A child.
A child.
A child. Indeed.
A child.
He kind of
Indeed.
gets up. He's like, "Well, I will just say that she is not always the most selfless, glorious princess that she makes herself out to be. So just watch out for yourself. Also, she's not super nice about, So if goes with you, can you, make sure they have a good time?"
Are you not coming with us?
If she lets me come, I might have to put on a dress, but we'll see.
I will keep you now safe. And happy.
Pat's your shoulder. So glad we had that talk. I'm gonna just go.
Yes, you can leave now.
Okay. Goodbye. You bounce over the door. Opens it. Slips out.
You slip out and you see Yanel standing in the corridor, just like tapping there, but
That was not what you thought it was, because that was 6 minutes, and even I am not that quick.
you're horrid. I wasn't even thinking of that. You know what? Go back in the bedroom and think about what you've done.
But
Get in the bedroom.
he looks back at Erwin's room. What?
Not that bedroom, our bedroom.
Oh. Just having a chat.
Is anyone else going to knock on my door? Owen thinks. Can I start getting ready for bed now? She starts to slowly undress. Is she gonna give another knock on the door?
The door to your room is actually the door to a clown car, and it's everyone.
That's so good.
The circus never ends.
As everyone's like plaiting her hair, she's like, "Please, no one else come in."
No one else. The boys.
Mm-hmm. You guys can sleep for the night and take a long rest, should you wish to.
A long rest. I love long rests.
I'd like to do that, yeah. Take a long rest.
I will try and beseech Serena to let me come to the spa.
Hang on one second. Okay. And Valis, as you settle into bed, as Ellie, you were fairly unaffected by your fear experience on the minecart ride. Valis, only you are truly subject to the nightmares that follow the minecart ride. And despite your exhaustion, as you fall into a deeper sleep, you find yourself quickly, suddenly torn out, right of deep REM.
Not fun.
The visions you saw just plaguing you. And through the dark, you just, what do you do?
So he was dreaming about the stuff in the minecart?
The visions, the bodies, the death and the destruction of your loved ones.
I mean, if he's coming out of REM, I think he just thrashes, jumps out of bed, and tries to find a corner to get into.
Okay. I mean, hearing you run around, I think, would just say, Valis? Calm down. Are you okay?
I think he'll crawl towards Yanel's voice, just kind of reaching out.
Okay. They'll, if you want to, despite the fact that you've got separate bracelets, you can sneak into their bed and they can comfort you. And I think in the darkness, after a while, they'll just say, a lot's been going on the last few days. I was expecting night terror or something like that.
Sorry, he kind of gets his voice back. Sorry, I disturbed your rest.
It's fine. Let's talk about it when we go to Ishasol. Everything.
He kind of lurches out and grabs onto their arm, looks at them, and then a chisel.
Hmm. I think the one thing they want to say. This probably isn't a good time for it, though. Can I ask you one thing?
Not if it's a maths question.
I think you can answer it. You just pretend you can't.
I'm lying. I'm really good at maths. I have a degree in engineering.
I know. And I have a degree in medicine. Who would believe it? Valis, I just want to ask. After this morning, I think I need to know. When this whole time since we broke up and came back together, we've been half communicating. I just need to ask you plainly. We said friends first. See if we can be friends again before trying to be in a relationship together. And I think it's safe to say we're really good friends. A lot's happening right now. You're trying to figure things out. I have no expectations that anything's going to happen necessarily right now. What do you want?
Kind of covers his eyes with his hand. I don't want a relationship with anyone at the moment. It's not about you. It's just, I don't want to think about it because it's just, he blows out a very frustrated breath. That's not what my focus is right now. I really want you to live a life outside of relationships too. Like making friends and just having fun. I don't want you to center your entire world around whether or not things are going to go back to how they were with us, because I mean, it's never going to be the same thing, is it? He kind of peers through his fingers at them.
Okay. Let's go to Ishasol. Maybe the others will come. Maybe they won't. I don't know how long this group will last. But if we're, and they sort of nod their head at you. If we're together, we can get help. I'll get some help.
You know, if we go to Ishasol, we run the risk of certain people being there.
Those people can be anywhere.
Actually, no, he's banned in like most countries. Did you know that? I know he's got the whole, face thing, but some places have pretty tight security.
Let's go to Ishasol.
Okay.
And I'll always be your carer. I don't need to be your only carer.
I think I'm doing magnificently for the past 24 hours.
I strongly disagree with that statement.
He looks a bit miffed.
But if things go well, I suppose, maybe. I'm not going to leave Shah. I think you're wrong about some things.
I think
But-
you're wrong about things.
Phallus, I could try easing off on some of my worship.
You know, he kind of sits up in bed. What do you know about demons?
Demons?
Like hell creatures.
Why?
The circus was pretty hellish, didn't you think?
No.
Was I the only one that got that impression?
You'd have to ask the others.
I'm sure it's nothing. He falls back down.
Let's sleep.
I'll get up and make everyone pancakes.
With strawberries.
And rum.
No, strawberries and chocolate.
And
So-
rum.
And rum. Where is the rum? Always gone. All right, you guys go to sleep. Wake up.
I will get up early and make everyone pancakes.
You make everyone pancakes. Guys, I need you to know that that black thing on the back of my chair looks so much like a massive spider. It's been freaking me out this entire
Oh, it
time.
does, yeah.
What thing?
Like, look at the back of my chair.
Oh yeah. Okay. It looks. You know, it looks like a bat, like a little bat.
Oh, okay, that's better. I prefer that.
Like a little bat's just hanging out. He's like,
Bat.
"I'm just gonna-
Dangling.
bat.
Well, you wake up in the morning. There are pancakes on the table.
Half of them have rum in them.
Half of them are running them. It's a potluck to see which one's which. Zarina wakes up early.
He
Valis.
didn't make pancakes with Rena.
Okay. Zarina wakes up early, Valis. You can hear her training out in the courtyard. And Bo is doing like skip roping. Like
He opens the window. Hey, losers!
the only Bo looks over. No, poor baby.
Oh.
Oh.
Vali sighs and just trudges inside.
I did a little hard on them just for you.
And Zarina looks at you like,
He sticks his tongue out and shuts the window.
you guys can all gather around the table, eating your pancakes, and you need to decide what you're doing with this day.
I want to come to the spa.
Zarina says, you're not invited to the spa.
Why?
You're not a girl. Yanel says, but I'm not a girl.
Yeah, Yanel's not a girl.
But everyone thinks they're a girl. So
Men can enjoy the spa as well, Zarina. I don't see why we should leave them out. As she's making her tea.
I could wear a bikini.
Maybe not Valis. There's some kind of grace and decorum
Maybe
in these places.
You're right, we get far too much attention.
That's
Well,
exactly
Erwin, what do you suggest?
Oh, we said manicures.
How about this? He can join us for manicures, and then we split off.
Why?
Because I don't want to hang out with you.
You love me.
Mm-hmm. She makes a face at you. And Yanel says, I think it might be good for... I'm just sensing some bad blood here. Maybe it'd be good for the two of you to hang out together.
What?
Never mind.
I know, I agree, you know. I think that's an excellent idea.
Val smiles at you.
Yanel smiles at Erwin. Oh, that's a good idea. Good idea. Okay. Fantastic.
Zarina and me hanging out.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
You can tell her all the wonderful things we've got up to in the last
Yeah, I'll tell her
Weeks.
all the wonderful things I've gotten up to over the past couple of weeks.
I mean, obviously, I feel like maybe we need to address this at the table with everybody. Zarina, obviously, is here, you, Owen, but Bo, working from the royal family, Serena being part of the royal family. I think there is one more thing I need to mention, which is obviously I am supposed to be ruling in a country that is not this one, and I'm not there right now. Serena, I understand if maybe some of this tension is because I have abandoned my post and you feel very personally about that. But I feel like everybody deserves to know that I do not want to be the regent of my country. I took that position in a time where I couldn't really consent to anything.
Consent is very important.
I agree. I was in a deep, deep pit of despair that I still sometimes fall into. And I felt obligated to help out my family. And it is not something that a decision I wish to stand by now. And I think, Zarina, so long as you can respect that, then we can help each other. And things can be like they were. Between us, at least.
Yeah, Zarina.
Zarina just crosses her arms and says, "That's nice to hear your side of the story." I didn't say anything else.
Is there another side?
Okay, maybe she will say something else. Another side.
All several sides. He winks at Owen.
I'm not trying to sow more discord here. I think it sows itself well enough. My family, the ruling family of the Messiah, an ancient bloodline of fucking Valis. Stop that. She throws a pancake at him.
He catches that.
Damn it.
Good catch.
I know. Should try sometimes when I'm off guard. Just throw something at me. Gets you on my toes.
We have always stood by you, even when it was impossible to get through to you, you know? After your parents died, my father did honor by your parents by giving you that position. And you threw it away.
Hey.
And left nothing and no one able to take up your place.
Serena, you know, didn't contest for the king's trials to get the throne. They were just kind of put there. So he leans across the table, are being really unfair.
I'm just telling my side of the story. I have had to pick up the pieces.
All right, have another king's trials then. For the next regent.
That's not fair.
Why not? Scared you're gonna lose?
I would win.
You would win.
Obviously. 2 golden tokens proves I would win.
Yeah, but didn't get a throne.
Oh,
Valis, you little shit.
You guys might get Serena to leave without having to go to the spa.
Serena, we've got to hang out all day.
So, Oren, what did you want to do today?
Ellie, really well pivoted.
well, I'd love to do some scrying on this man holding up the photo and pointing.
you
Oh yeah, we could go to the magic shop.
Magic shop.
Also, Emma,
Yes, King.
what is the name of the guy who asked the sisterhood to steal me?
Oh, Golwyn Gennick.
Golwyn Gennick. Thank you.
Golwyn Gennick. Goulwennec. Golwyn Gennick. Good name. I've had to say myself.
G-U-E-N
NEC.
N-E-C. Thank you.
Ghoulie boy. Don't know anything about this.
Okay.
You don't. I do.
I know more than you do.
Slam down a photo of the family photo of Yosef in the middle of this tense political conversation. And Serena just looks at you like, yeah, I am done, actually. Does anybody want to go to the spa with me? Erwin?
Fun fact, I can hold my breath underwater for an hour.
That's really cool.
Serena, you're interested.
Fantastic.
Erwin? Did you do that in game? Did you laugh in game?
No.
That would have been so slow though. It was like such like a moment. Okay.
No, she doesn't want to upset Serena.
That's fair.
She wants her to leave. She'll say, I have lots of things to get on with in terms of the research that I'm conducting, but we could have a moment of fun before I head off to, is it the library, and where is it? A shittle?
A shittle.
Where is it?
In a shittle, right? Yeah, cool. Love that. Yeah.
Zarina crosses her arms and is going to make an insight check. Can you roll me a deception check?
As Owen,
Hey.
and I'll come to you because solidarity.
You're all going on a joint research trip.
Yeah.
To a shittle.
I'm going to come to the spa with you. You can maybe wear a bikini. I don't know what the consensus was.
I mean, you'd be
15?
welcome to go if you'd like, but I'm
my
just
God.
not really that keen on the spa.
Not keen on the spa. What if I told you
Well,
there was an
it's more so
amethyst room?
the spa
Oh,
is fine.
amethyst?
The whole like manicures
room.
bit just doesn't really appeal to me.
The whole what bit, sorry?
The whole manicures thing just doesn't sound appealing.
I love manicures personally.
But it's filing bones, Ellie. That's essentially what it is.
That's Valis. Look, I found all of the bones. Look.
You bury the bones on the table. He's like, sick, man.
Fingernails are bones and so are teeth.
No!
See it once. Okay. Abby.
Wait, I rolled a 15.
Brilliant. 15. Guess what? Meets it. And she meets you, 15 as well.
Oof.
So you sort of are butting heads, neither quite trusting the other. And she says, okay. All right then. You all have a lovely time in a shuttle. Research trip. I invited you to the spa. Really? Not because I wanted to spend time with you.
We don't go to the spa now?
Because I wanted to have a private conversation with you.
So wait, why didn't you just have a private conversation with her?
Because sometimes something that people do is they go somewhere where there's a nice distraction and they use that as a lovely segue to introduce a topic of conversation that might actually be sensitive, like the fact that Erwin has left Erasure in the middle of the school year.
To do a research trip. That makes sense to me.
Nobody knew about.
Maybe it's top secret research.
Is it?
I didn't go to. Well, I did go to university.
And we just flashes Valis a look like, shut up. Stop talking.
And my dads, they need you in the Messiah, you know? Ulster is sick. Really sick. And the Ranzai's limit. My brother's gone half the time, on his errands. So that's just me. Training in erasure. Most of the year, yes. But all the rest of my time is dedicated to them. They're the only family, the only real family, the family you grew up with, that you have left. Just remember that. I don't want to go to the spa. Bye, guys. And Serena's going to stand up and leave. And Bo's like, shit. He looks at Erwin. He looks at Serena. He looks at Yanel. He looks at Erwin. He looks at Serena. He looks at Yanel. He rolls a dice. And sits back down. I think she might explode if I follow her.
Can I pat Bo on the shoulder? Good choice. And run after Serena.
Okay. And Yanel's like, Valis, where are you going?
Come back. Ta-ta. He blows Bo a kiss.
Owen's just at the table like, oh.
I'm going to fix things. He pokes his head in the door. I'm going to fix things. And then he goes again.
Is he going to fix things though or make it worse?
Make it worse. I'm going to follow him.
No.
You're not in the room.
I'm not in the room.
He wants to come with me.
To fix things?
Follow him. He followed me. I follow him.
I mean, we
Isn't he following
He's following. So here's the
Zarina?
map. He's following Zarina, who's probably going to a teleportation circle. So we're going to then follow him. We being me. If you'd like to come, you may.
You little minx.
Does Yanel want us to join?
Yanel is leaving it completely empty. Also, I want to just say a lot of what she said is true, and I'm a terrible person.
Ellie is convinced. We can hit up the no, not about that. Not about that. Ellie was convinced by
Ellie's like, yes. What a bit.
Ellie was convinced that well, Valis followed me. You know what? That's perfectly valid. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, great. So
Not about the other part.
you guys start Pink Panther snooping. Erwin, Bo is just staring ahead, like slightly traumatized.
Owen's just at the table still, just like, what do I do?
I think I've lost my job.
I think I've
My prophecy was wrong. Bo could not keep his job.
Owen will say, I might have lost my friend.
Bo shakes his head and says,
You better ones.
she loves you, Owen. I know it. I think she's going through a lot right now.
So am I.
Yes, I get that. Totally. Oren is like, one of my family members is trapped in the Underdark. Slay.
Hey guys.
I was kidnapped by a child trafficking ring, but I'm not a child. You guys are so
my
main
God.
character energy. Obsessed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we are.
It's all about me. Oh,
Oh my gosh!
I wish it wasn't.
Yes, I was quite.
and now I'm sweating and my hair is ruined.
My husband, he died. I must know. Anyway, okay.
The love
right.
of my life
The lie.
is more important than anything.
So slay. So true
Yeah.
though. Would same. Relatable. Ellie, you and Snoop. I need you both to make me stealth checks.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun,
Oh, for
dun-dun,
fuck's sake.
dun-dun.
I can lose you guys if I want to.
It depends on what Ellie gets.
Valis could lose us. Maybe not Zarina. We'll find out.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a
Um,
very good point,
That is a good
actually.
point, yeah.
that's a dirty 20 from Ellie.
Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get
Well, you now got a 7. So
They do quite stand, Aaron.
27 divided by 2 is 13.5, 14. Okay. Valis' passive perception is 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Valis, you get the impression that someone's tailing you.
I will roll stealth.
Okay.
Or could I roll deception to lead them the wrong way?
You can certainly try.
Whoa.
To which...
deception's pretty good.
That's okay. To which...
16.
Okay. Ellie, can you roll me an insight check?
I'm gonna actually give Yanel advantage because Ellie is not following Valis. Ellie's following Yanel.
Okay. Okay, so that is a 19 on insight. And they can tell you're trying to shake them off.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Can he climb up, look down at Yanel, give them a smile, and then I want to roll stealth to fade into the shadows.
This is a cat and mouse. Yanel's like, I'm just trying to keep you safe.
17 plus 6, 23.
Mm-hmm. It's a perception, isn't it? 22. Advantage from Ellie?
Second.
No, you can't. The help action. That's true. I didn't ask beforehand. Okay. Valis, you can shake them if you try really hard.
But again,
It's-
the point about them following Zarina still stands.
So, I was like, new plan. Zarina, teleportation circle. Let's go. Grabs your hand, Ellie, and starts tugging you through. And there's a slight craziness in their eyes. And you're like, whoa, crazy eyes.
Ellie's just like, okie doke, and like just like skipping alongside, like not completely unbothered.
Two horned friends skipping through the streets. No one's going to get hurt. You guys eventually, obviously Zarina stands out of the crowd. And she is, in fact, shouldering her way to the front of the queue at the teleportation station.
Can I try and intercept her?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to say then that Ellie, you and Yanel, by virtue of being next to you, can use your passive perception to listen into the conversation. Pardon me. If at any point you want to whisper something to Zarina that you definitely don't want to be heard, you're going to have to roll another stealth check. Just to, or do it in a different way that wouldn't be heard, communicated verbally. Does that make sense? Valis?
As before with the sneaking on Yanel,
Yes.
Ellie will offer shrimp.
Shrimp. Yanel looks at the shrimp and looks over at Valis. What am I doing? I'm spying on the people closest to me.
You want to go back to the house?
Yanel thinks for a moment and looks back at them. If I had to trust two people in this world, they're standing over there.
You want to go get like cupcakes or something?
Yeah. I don't want to break that trust. I look over at Valis. I feel like maybe they need to have this conversation. Whatever it is, I don't know. And I need a matcha cupcake with strawberries on top.
No.
Hell yeah, let's go get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll intercept her then without spying.
Okay. Valis.
Okay. He reaches out and kind of grabs her wrist just as she gets to the front of the queue. He's like,
Coming back then? With me?
can we...
What?
speak somewhere a little less, sweaty?
Fine. She pulls you aside from the queue and just tucks you into an alleyway.
What are you doing, Lionel?
I'm trying to get them back to the Messiah.
Look, I know that your time has been more divided than maybe they understand, but they don't want that position. You do.
I wasn't offered it. It was a mystery to me for a long time. It's only recently that I understand why they were offered it.
You gonna share that?
I've been sworn to secrecy, as have they.
You're not gonna tell me.
No.
Okay. Yanel's not going back, sweetheart. You have to find someone else to sit on that throne.
Is that really all you came here to say?
I also came here to say, maybe ease up on Erwin a bit, because I think you're scaring one of your only friends away.
My only friends?
Oh, you have a lot of followers. How many friends do you have?
Erwin. Well, Erwin and I have been close for a long time. I think that if I explained my feelings to her, she would understand.
Your feelings about what?
She looks around, as if she's afraid of being heard. I won't say. For your sake.
Right, you're in love with Erwin. Why not? Give it a shot.
She doesn't look at you.
If you're not truthful with me, I can't be truthful with you.
You have responsibilities back home. You know my feelings on the matter. I don't have anything more to say to you, other than what I've already made abundantly clear. The best course of action.
Do you care what other people want?
I do care. Obviously I care.
Then why aren't you letting anyone do what they want?
You are doing what you want. Running around Calcon, treating it like a playground. Sleeping with whoever you want. Drinking. Indulging yourself. Buying a house.
I didn't buy it.
You and Yanel, the only ones doing what you want. You know what? I don't actually even think Erwin's really doing what she wants. Do you think she wants to be lying to me? Because I know she is.
I assume that if someone is lying to their friend, it's probably for a really good reason. And no, I don't know, because I've known Eowyn for a while, but I've never known her as intimately as you have. But I trust her. And if she wants to go on a research trip, I'll take her on one. I'm trying to help you as well. As annoyed as I am at you.
All those years I waited. Everything I've done. And Erwin's here with you. Yunel's here with you. Doing whatever you want. You know where to find me.
Serena, you're really gonna storm off.
Yeah.
You can't just fix things by storming off every time.
Well, things aren't getting better by me staying.
How are you supposed to... You want it? Okay. He kind of holds onto her arm, stop her from leaving. I don't hate you, despite what Joral says.
I know.
I don't want you to lose everyone. Maybe you'll lose certain people, but Erwin was your best friend. You're going to accuse her of being a liar and then leave the country. And then what?
I'll be there for her when she needs me.
That's not how friendships work, Zarina. That's not how relationships work. You can't just... Okay. You can't just tell someone how you want them to behave, how you expect them to behave, and when they don't do it, you storm off, get angry at them, and then come back a few months later and be, have you learned your lesson? That's just not how it works.
I just believe that what I'm doing is right. That I've made the right choices. No matter what you say, no matter how you act. I will be proven right eventually. I just have to be patient. Like I have been.
I don't know what you're holding out for.
It's not easy to watch the person you have feelings for be in a relationship for that long. But I waited. And I will wait still.
Well, Erwin is spending a really long time on bringing about her own desires. So I don't know what else you could be after.
She steps away. Anything else to say?
How long have I got?
I'll give you 3 months.
What if I need 6?
You have to ask your dad. You need his permission for everything.
I'm gonna send you something.
I don't care. And she turns around.
It's a will, Dorita.
She looks back. You what?
I'm gonna send you my will.
How can you say that to me?
Can't say it to you now. So look for it in the mail. Please. And I will go back to your best friends and make sure they're not too angry at you.
You know, excuse me, Zarina just shakes her head and walks away.
He turns and walks the other way.
You bump into Ellie and, who are carrying a whole tower of cupcakes between them. It's like, they just have so many good flavors. I mean, seriously, who could have seen anyone combining fish into a cake and it actually tasting good?
I mean,
fish cakes
makes me happy.
It's like a savory cupcake. It does make me happy.
Plus, we have
Hey,
cupcakes enough for everybody. Valis, would you like to try a cupcake?
Fish cake with potato whipping cream. Garlic filling.
I mean, sure. Sounds great.
Good.
Yeah, they will bring back cupcakes for you. You may do whatever you wish with the remainder of your morning. But I think perhaps this is a good place to pause it for today. Thanks, besties.